Oh man. Okay. Oh, you know what? It never. I mean, we're good.
I'm good right now. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, does it matter?
No.
Do you think if it was really shitty sounding, people go, oh, you know what? Did you listen? Nah. You know what? It just sounded shittier than normal, so I just didn't. Yeah.
Or they just turned up the volume. That's all. You know, it'd be funny. We did a whole episode. It was the best episode ever, and then we played it back, and there was like it was just like snow. It didn't.
Don't think for a second that I'm not afraid of that.
The first one in the brewery was kind of hard to hear on the replay.
That sucked. Listen, I love doing it live, and that was probably the greatest time of this. All the shows was all the people that showed up at the brewery.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it chokes me up with all our friends were there, and then other people who weren't even didn't even know about it. They just wanted to come and see.
Actually, they're called hostages.
No, it was great, and then people are laughing and enjoying themselves. But those two shows, setting it up and the sound and all that stuff, was absolutely the most traumatic thing I've done.
2 hours of prep time.
Oh,
There was two remotes, one at the brewery and one where?
No, they're both at the brewery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They call that foreplay, Ted.
Foreskin or foreplay?
Ted learned all about that last week from Elizabeth.
Yeah. Apparently, she had a lot of disparaging things to say about other people's. Yeah, two-pump chumps.
Yeah.
White man can't jump. I don't know
he
what
did
you were
listen
saying.
to the show.
No, he didn't.
I remember remnants of what was said.
Yeah.
Remnants.
Yeah, Ted, I mean, except for the ones that you and I listen to when we're driving somewhere in the car, you haven't listened to anything.
And
you have
know
no
what?
idea.
And you know what? If I had any feelings, they'd be hurt right now.
No, it's so funny.
Ted gave us 2 stars.
Oh, was that me? On Yelp? That was not me. So.
That would be great.
On Spotify.
Yeah, Teddy's like, yeah, you know what? There's not enough episodes. I was like, we did 49. Yeah, we listened to 2. So
and you know what? I don't even like myself. Here's 1 star.
If I didn't listen to them, then they weren't episodes.
Yeah. You know, those other guys were good, but that Ted guy, what a dick. I just thought, no, it's not going to be a thing. All right, so I know we have our year-end extravaganza show. But I feel like I need to start with something because I have some blame for something that happened recently.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Okay, so I need to set the record straight so everybody knows the truth. Carrie Lake, the not governor of Arizona, and myself, we played a very intense game of Go Fish about 2 months ago, her and I. And after several hours, I was victorious. I'm not supposed to talk about this. You know, she kind of had her people, but I need to do this. In order to verify the results of the game, it was recorded. So we have recordings of the whole thing. Each of us brought 4 witnesses to make sure everything was on the up and up. Because you know how she's a little intense, okay? Yeah. And I now realize that the reason she's so vehemently claiming that she won the election for governor when she didn't is because of her stunning defeat when I played cards with her.
Oh, this was before that.
This was before that, yeah.
Wow.
Just before that, yeah. So I know she's been saying a lot of things, so please beware. Her claims to burn the whole thing down are real.
She called me and she said, I'm going to play Go Fish with Matt, and either I'm going to or he cheated.
That's, you know
I
what?
mean,
And then I'm going to burn this motherfucker
cheat a
down.
lot of
Burn it
things.
down.
So the roof is on fire. Let the MRF burn.
She actually, listen, when the game was over, she burned the cards we played with. She burned the score sheet, the pencil, and the score table that the scorekeepers were at. You know?
And then she said, you supposedly beat the wrong bitch.
Yeah. And then she asked, after she said that, she goes, can I say bitch? Which I thought was great. When somebody says that, I'm going to fucking kill you. Hey, can I fucking
And then she burnt all the witnesses.
Yes.
She's very personable for like a Trump-like person. She's a lot more personable than he is.
She
Okay.
She threatened to burn, I don't know, everything? Yeah, she literally threatened to
But
burn
in a nice
everything.
way. She looks so nice doing it, you know.
She looks nice. She looks weird.
Well, at least she has a lot of evidence, you know. So
Oh, yeah.
She looks scary.
there's
But
lots of evidence.
The pillow guy has it.
Mike Lindell, my pillow.
is it under the bed?
Yeah.
It's just right under the bed.
It's in a
right?
pillowcase.
He actually sold that fucking pillow by accident. So that's why he's going nuts this whole time. Like, I put it in my
got it?
pillow.
Could you see? Could everybody just look inside their pillow? I have some evidence that Carrie Lake is the actual governor.
Who would believe that I would sell the pillow that... Well, I'm not supposed to do impressions.
No, there's no impression.
I mean, for a former crack addict to turn into a CEO of a company, that's actually pretty impressive because I heard he had like a really bad crack addiction. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
former.
It's hard to break that.
yeah, I'm talking like
And
falling
he still
asleep.
behaves like a crackhead, right?
He does.
Yeah,
Even though he's not on crack anymore, so it's a lasting effect.
No, do we know that? I mean, just because
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
he
if a
came out and
crackhead-
admitted it, yeah.
But if a crackhead says he's not on crack anymore,
Oh, if he's on
and,
it, right,
and
right.
he spends I don't know how many hundreds of millions of dollars and time trying to tell everyone that Donald Trump won an election he didn't win. Could he still be on crack? Yeah, he could definitely still be on crack. I mean, it's pretty obvious. All right, are we ready? I just want to get that out there so people know why Carrie Lake is like that. So to all the people of Arizona, I apologize.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
You've been holding that in.
Yeah, in
for so long.
hindsight, I should just let her win. Yeah, I should just let her win. And she did call me out a couple of times when she goes, "You have any twos?" And I go, "No." And she's like, "You got twos, bitch." And I was like, "Whoa." Yeah, so we had to have an independent verifier come in to verify I didn't have any twos.
Well, you call them deuces, so you were technically right.
Yeah.
You didn't have any twos. You had deuces. Hey, I had deuces, bitch.
Yeah, bitch. If anybody talks to her, honestly, at this point right now, if anybody talks to her and doesn't finish their sentence with bitch, like, "Hey, how you doing today, bitch?" I'm like, I can say that, right? No, I can't say that? Yeah.
Well, here's what I heard. I heard she took the results of your card game and she ran them to the Dominion voting machine, and Joe Biden ended up with another 50,000 votes somehow. That's unbelievably,
Listen,
Even though the election's over, he still got 50,000 votes.
yeah, it is the way it is. Okay, we got to get this extravaganza started, so let's do it.
All right. Hey, everybody. My name is not Matt. It's Jackie. And this is the Real Three Idiots podcast. Today, I'm going to be your guide, taking us through this trip as we look back on the first year of idiocy and hopefully look forward to many more. Also joining us is a guy we haven't heard from in a while, John.
Hello, everyone.
What's up, John?
What's up?
Everybody knows former PGA professional Teddy.
Who's this woman on the show? I don't know her. There's a woman who took over your job. I don't know who she is.
You know what? Just call her Elizabeth then, okay? Just whatever.
I'm holding up a sign that says call 911.
The show's been hijacked.
I'm blinking twice.
As always, we have Mark.
Hello.
And finally, the biggest idiot I know, my brother Matt.
Oh, man, a lifetime of falling down steps and hurting myself while I pick my nose has come back to bite me.
I feel like we should have that music now since she's taken us back through time. Like,
Oh, like Wayne and
yeah,
Garth?
right.
Oh, man. Okay, so, Jackie, I'm going to help you out real quick and kind of explain how this is going to work. I thought it would be fun to take a look back at a year of shows, okay? Things we did, things we didn't do, things we wish we didn't do, and what we want to do in the future. So just so we know, I've actually gone through and counted. We have done 49 shows, and this is officially our 50th show.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Awesome.
Wow.
Is there
Awesome.
some
Okay.
kind of Ted was talking about marriage things? Is there something for 50 years? Like, was it a
Golden.
That's gold. Yeah.
Diamond.
Do you have
Diamond.
a
Gold,
gift
I
underneath
think.
our
Diamond.
seat?
yeah? No, yeah. Look under your seat. It's gum. It's just gum. That's where I put my
It's a
gum.
running joke in my family
There's a
with my
staple.
mother-in-law when somebody says it's our 15th. What is that? It's diamonds. Her answer's
Diamonds for
always
everything.
diamonds. Her answer's always diamonds.
Because the
Like,
Queen's Diamond Jubilee was 75.
Isn't like isn't like 5 years like paper or something like the
Like
5 year
divorce papers?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I knew this shit wasn't going to work. Bye. Yeah. That's how it works? Okay. So, we've done the 50 shows, and everybody probably knows the first show has been forever purged. It actually shows up on some websites, but you can't click on it. The file is gone. We all know it doesn't exist anymore.
how did that happen? Like intentional?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was intentional. It was actually the sound was terrible.
Oh, that one. So you did.
And-
so there was 51.
Yeah, and Stan was on it, and he did not want to be on it anymore. So he asked if we would take it down. He didn't like. I don't want to do that. He ain't gonna ever listen. I don't give a shit. His wife did not. His wife and his daughter did not like some of the things that we talked about.
They didn't like us. Why don't you just say it?
Ted, I don't like us.
They didn't like the topic.
You got the kibosh.
I remember.
Yeah,
this.
so they
We got unfriended.
Well, listen, I on the way here to the studio, I went past the production assistants, and they are passed out from working night and day on this multimedia extravaganza you have planned here.
It's true.
It's a real shindig.
Hey, you know what? If people could see, I mean, we've got festive lights everywhere. There's dildos hanging from the wall. Right?
Elves.
Yeah, we I mean, with all our different guests, we had our gun guy. We've got some pistols hanging from the wall. Yeah, we're just passing around. We're doing shots out of shotguns. I thought that would be kind of cool.
It's a rule. Everybody has to leave something.
Yeah. I mean,
It's so crowded down here that the crew is out in a van doing the production
Down by the river.
I think that's the FBI
production
surveillance
crew
van.
is
Yeah, I
in
think
a
it's
van
the
down
FBI
by the
surveillance
river,
van.
smoking
when they're-
weed.
yeah. There's just one paint van, right? That's right outside with it's all blackened out.
Yeah.
And it's just like Pete's paints, and that's it. You don't see anything. There's no paint. Here's how you know it's a surveillance truck. There's no paint anywhere.
Right.
The van is perfectly clean. Nothing.
Windows
nothing on
are
it.
blacked out.
Yeah. Windows are blacked out. It's awesome.
There's somebody going out for Chinese food every couple hours and coming back to the van. And he's got rolled up sleeves and a white T-shirt with a tie on. Yeah,
Yeah. And there's cigarette butts out the back.
it's
door.
called a Fed.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess before we actually start doing the thing that we're going to do here, I want to make sure that we thank all the people that helped us out, especially in the beginning. I mean, Jimmy, Brian, Mick, Dave, Julia, Jackson, my sister, all those people that came on when we had no guests, and they were awesome. They were absolutely fantastic. So that's the first thing we got to do. So if you're listening and you were on and I didn't say your name, it was by accident.
And when he did say Jackson, my sister, he didn't mean that Jackson is his sister.
I know the difference. Yeah.
You said Jackson, my sister.
Well, no, I put a comma in there.
Did you
I
put a comma? You
air
had a mental comma?
Yeah,
An
air comma. Okay, so and on top of that, everybody who's sitting in this room right now. So I mean, without you guys, this thing wouldn't have happened. And I still, for the life of me, I cannot figure out how we have done this for 1 full year. Isn't it crazy?
Boredom under the threat of threats of death. 'Cause
we're doing it for a year because Ted has nothing to do on Tuesdays.
It's out of fear. We're all doing
well,
it
now it's
out
on
of
Mondays.
fear.
Now it's Mondays. Yeah, it's fear of the unknown. No, FOMO. Fear of missing out.
I
Fear
think
of
it's
missing
proof
out.
that the world of podcasts is a lawless wasteland.
Yeah.
No, you know what? There's a need out there, and the podcast world has a lot of needs, and we need to fill that need.
There you go.
The podcast world needs idiots.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and it seems like there's a lot of idiots.
There's a lot
out
of
there.
cheese. There's a lot of true crime stuff out there.
Lot
I get
of
it.
cheese.
I get a lot of
man.
cheese.
That cheese
Creeps and
podcast.
Crimes. Have you heard of that one?
What's that?
It's like a true crimes podcast.
another
It's
one?
like Creeper Crimes.
Creeper
or Creepin'
crimes? Jeeper creepers?
You mean like people like looking in your window and
Yeah, a
stuff?
friend just told me
Peeper?
to listen to that.
Jeeper creeper peeper?
Creeper.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't understand why anybody would care about that. On January 14th, 1925, Roger was the first car he drove by and was masturbating while watching people walk down a wooden sidewalk.
And to play into a stereotype, but it seems to be women who are obsessed with the true crime stuff. Right?
Hey, we should just do a true crime podcast because I know a little bit about crime, and without even doing any research,
I've committed.
I'll tell you what you want.
possibly-
I'll tell you what you want to know.
Like how to hire a hitman.
Not for $5 though. Not for $5. Actually, I just read someone tried to hire a hitman for $16. Obviously, it didn't work out.
If Ted keeps talking, we're gonna have to nix this episode too if he keeps talking.
Right.
Jesus Christ, what kind of hitman could you possibly get? I mean, I feel like you haven't planned ahead. If you're going to hire a hitman, at least save up a couple $100. Right. I feel like if you're digging in your pocket and you go, $16, and then somebody goes, okay, I'll do it. I mean, are you really going to get a quality hit right there? I just don't feel like
No,
that's
you're
a good
not
thing.
gonna get any hit. That's the whole.
But you know what? If I'm a cop, I don't even say yes to $16. That guy doesn't deserve to go to jail. I mean, he probably.
If I'm his defense attorney, I'm like, Your Honor, this man is just too stupid to hire a hitman. He's like Joe Jackson in the Black Sox. He's just too dumb to engage in a conspiracy. My client's obviously not guilty.
Yeah. No one. He how does he not know that $16 won't get anybody kilted?
Well, there's like a going rate though.
kill
It depends
someone.
on who you got to kill. There could be a $16 mark out there somewhere.
Who do you think is such a piece of shit that they would be killed for $16?
I think it would be an easy job, right? Like somebody in a wheelchair, they could just like push them.
There's
A person in a wheelchair would be easier to knock off than a person that
Wow.
can run away,
Merry
yeah.
Christmas.
right? I mean, somebody that can't get away from you easily.
and then the cops find a wheelchair, empty wheelchair with no one near it, and they're like, could be a miracle, but probably not. Could be a
That
Christmas
guy,
miracle.
Yeah, that guy's
We'll go with that.
$16. The guy that runs the marathons, he's gonna be about $6,000.
Right.
No.
You got to catch them.
I feel like you've really thought this out.
Just right now.
What was that story? The
I'm
people
gonna regret it later.
the police force in Pennsylvania where the woman was stabbed like 26 times and they said it was or she got shot. She shot herself 26 times and they said it was a suicide.
I think it was stabbing.
It was a
Keystone
stabbing.
Cops. Those are the
Stabbing.
Keystone
Yeah.
I think
Cops
it was
over
a
there.
stabbing. Like, how do you do
And
that?
they reopened the file after like 30 years after they determined it wasn't really it probably wasn't a suicide.
No,
Genius.
I like the
Genius.
concept, right? You have the edge of a cliff with a big railing on it, and then someone he's been in a wheelchair for like 25 years, right? And then you see him down there, and the cop from Pennsylvania go, well, he must have climbed out of the wheelchair, climbed over the railing, and
He
then
jumped. No,
threw
he
himself-
jumped.
Yeah,
He jumped.
You know,
It's a miracle.
We
and
got a jumper
suicide.
here.
I'll tell you right now, Matt. I'm not advocating for this, but I just came up with the perfect. If you really want to kill someone, it's difficult to get away with it scot free. You push them off a cliff and just throw a camera down there because everyone's like
You're right.
taking selfies and falling off cliffs. They will immediately jump to that conclusion.
Or grab their phone, put it on the selfie setting, and then push them
them
over.
off. Yeah.
So then you don't have to waste the camera. You're just using nerves.
Why not just tape a GoPro to their head and then push them off? And then you say they're a TikTok influencer because they were trying to get a close view because they always want to try to get those like close views of the clip. Okay, we've said too much. We've said too
yeah.
much.
Hold on, I just want to mark where we have to edit
We've said
this.
too
So
A person dies
it was
every
funny
10 minutes
It was
from a
funny to
selfie.
joke about killing, and then when we gave detailed instructions, let's
Let's
pause it
edit
there.
it.
Yeah,
We'll
let's-
edit all this out.
Yeah.
Just
No one will
kidding.
hear this.
We're just kidding.
Yeah, you know what you're gonna hear us just a couple Christmas carols.
Yep.
We'll say we love everybody, and then that'll be the show. Yeah, we'll just leave out all the murder.
And then you'll turn yourself in in an orderly and proficient manner.
All right, so I forgot to keep going and tell what's going to happen. So all four of us sent questions to my sister, and about the last year, about the show, about what we did, what we want to do, and everything. She is in charge of. Man, John's back. Guess who's back? Back
John,
again.
I'll take that. I'll take that call for you. I'll take that.
I love
Jan can't talk right now. He's in the middle of something really important. Why don't you
man.
tell me what's going on?
I'll tell you what, you can take the knife out of somebody's back, but wait, hold on, I don't know. Okay, so Jackie's going to kind of be in charge of asking questions, okay, and then we'll kind of answer them. Ted, you will probably not be able to answer any of these because you haven't listened to any of the shows, so all this will be new to you. Yeah, so when she asks a question and you go, we had a UFO guy on?
No, I'm just going
we
to do this.
did?
I'm going to do this. I'm like,
Mark, no one can see
No one
that.
can see that, Ted. He's saying, "Help me, help me."
Wait a minute. We've been doing this for how many? A year? I just got here last week.
How many shows have we done?
Yeah. Okay. But before we do this, we do have to get to Ted's Christmas tip for 20. Okay. So we got a couple of things we got to do.
Me.
Hold on. Before we do that, I have to do our sponsor. You guys know how it works. All right. I'm not going to sing that. No. Okay. Ladies, it's almost Christmas time, and I bet you're having trouble finding the perfect gift for your special guy. Ties are a shitty gift. Golf balls are a waste of time, and that sweater you bought last year was the ugliest piece of crap ever. It's time to up your game and give your guy the perfect gift. Have him hunted. At We Hunt Humans, we can set up the perfect scenario to hunt your man and give his life a little excitement. Does your guy spend too much time on the couch? Well, he won't anymore, or he'll find his entrails all over the living room. Does your special someone sit on a bar stool too many nights a week? Well, if he does, he'll end up on the wrong side of a sniper scope. We Hunt Humans is a great way to keep your guy's head on a swivel, and get him living every day like it's his last. Because it might be. And remember, ladies, you can stop it anytime you want or let it run to its logical conclusion. Make this year the year your guy gets off his fat ass and starts living life to the fullest. Go to WeHuntHumans.com today and add some terror to someone's life.
Prices start at just $16.
I saw that. They opened. They're right next to Beer on the Wall in Park Ridge. They got a sign that for the train. You know, when you're on the train, you can look out the window.
Kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Now we know who gets a $16 kill.
Yeah.
Any husband.
and
Any husband.
It's husbands.
And the bonus is everyone gets to plead guilty to a lesser charge.
Oh, man, you know what I don't have? I don't have a copy of the song.
Oh, we can't do it.
You can have mine.
Oh, man, I can't believe that.
Yeah, because John
Hope I
was
don't
like,
screw it up.
I know. Yeah.
John has 4 words.
Okay, Ted, since Johnny's back, I thought, actually, it's my sister's idea, but I thought we would bring back the song because the song was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And wait, you're going to share with Jackie.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
good,
sharing.
good move. Okay, and so we got a little song, and if you guys are ready, Jackie, hit it.
All right. There's Christmas tips that help.
And there's Christmas tips that hurt.
There's tips for little Sally and tips that messed up Bert.
So tonight, thank God it's Ted instead of me. And there might be tips in Africa, and there might be tips in Bengal. Do they know it's Tips for 20s at all?
Oh, that was really good. You know, reminds me. You know the show The Voice when they have their chairs turned around like this. It's like I want all four. If there's four of me, I would turn around at the same time.
Nice.
Nice.
I want you all.
All of you.
Yeah. Wait, the one with the weird mask. I want you in my locker room right there. Yeah. All right, Teddy. There's a lot going on here.
All right. So this is probably a mundane tip that might have been repeated in some capacity 30 episodes ago, and I apologize for this. But the good news is next year, hope springs eternal. So hopefully there won't be any repeats. But this is actually sort of
You have
important.
control over that, right?
It's called a memory. It's called a memory.
Wait, no.
So he does not.
I've seen all those commercials lately for Jesus. Have you guys seen those
Oh, yeah.
commercials?
Yes. Yeah.
So Ted, why don't you go to church, get yourself some churching, and then the good Lord can tell you already did that one.
Boy, could use some churching.
Yeah. Or Carrie Lake can say, hey, you did that one, bitch.
And now you're burned.
Yeah.
I heard about the Curie Lake episode. I have to check that out. So anyway, so obviously in your 20s, of course, jobs are very important. You know, relationships or just starting out, or you're just now committing to relationships, or but obviously a job is paramount in addition to relationships. So most jobs in your 20s, of course, unless you went to like you're like a Harvard MBA grad or something, you're probably going to do some entry level position somewhere, and you're maybe not too nuanced in the art of the corporate world. So I wanted to explain the role of the HR department in the corporate world.
Nice.
Okay, go ahead.
The HR department, kids,
What?
is not your friend.
What?
Yeah.
Ted, what does HR stand for?
Human resources.
Okay.
Mark.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Anyway, so HR. So,
But aren't we all human? I mean, why wouldn't it's got to be everything that we would need forever?
yeah, but some humans are better humans than others. as we know.
Subhuman?
True.
This is very
that's
true.
right.
So
HR
so
department.
think of it. The workers are subhuman, and the upper management is human and beautiful. so think of it that way.
I would say it would be just the opposite.
Yeah.
But.
So I'll give you a quick example. So let's say a young woman's interviewing with HR for her first real job in the corporate world, and the HR person's super friendly, blah blah blah, and they say, hey, let me walk you out to your car because I had a really good rapport. You know what they're looking for?
$16?
They want to see if she has a child seat in the back of her car, because if they see they have a child seat, they won't hire her. They can't say that out loud, but if they think the woman has a kid, they will not hire her because that is going to mess up their schedule, because she might have to take time off to take her kid to a doctor's appointment or something. Don't underestimate how
Or to have the child.
yeah, or to have child.
you're right.
Don't underestimate how Machiavellian HR can be.
So they're looking for someone who's barren. So the first question for a guy would be, "Oh man, how about you wear a condom?" No, I don't have to. I'm shooting blanks. All right,
Or they
so
just ask, are you allowed to be in a room with Mike Pence? You can have the job.
Can you put this gel on your belly and then roll this thing around your belly? We just want to see.
So in summary, HR is employee hostile and company friendly, because they're to protect the interests of the company, not you. Even though they project themselves that they do want to help the employees, and they do into some ancillary degree, but in the end of the day, they're really there to so whatever if you tell them something in confidence, trust me, they're putting that in your file, and they will use that against you at some point if they need to.
well, yeah. Didn't you say?
right.
Didn't you say at your work party that one of your HR people came up to you and goes, "Yeah, we're signing a card. Jenny got knocked up." Right?
Is that a baby bump, or you like to eat?
Or is that a tumor?
Dude, I did that when I was I think I said this before, but I was working in a mailroom.
Yeah,
man.
let's hear
I was
that
Mr.
story.
Mailroom guy. I'm in college, and I'm trying to do some stuff, and I'm wheeling a mail thing around. And I'm, hey, Pete, hey, Debbie. I'm a useless piece of shit. Nobody even cares. Probably 99% of them don't even know my name.
You don't exist.
Yeah.
You don't exist.
And I see one woman, and I go, and
You said, when's that baby due?
didn't even think about it. Oh man, you're having a kid. You know if it's a boy or a girl? And like the four people around her don't say a word.
Yeah,
Not
dead
one
silence.
word. Dead silence. And I'm just like, oh, okay, well, I don't know what you're gonna have then. I'm not sure what the deal is. You're gonna have like 9 kids, or
You're having a gender reveal party right there, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Everybody's dead. But yeah, so I go and I get called into HR. Yeah, I get called into HR, and they're like, hey, did you say to Tina over there? Did you say are you having a boy or a girl? I said, yeah. Tina is not pregnant. And I was like, holy shit, is she fat?
Miscarriage?
And she is requesting counseling.
Yeah, and I was just like, wow. I mean, she was baby fat. So I don't know. It's so weird. She was like a chick who was like so fat that she looked like she's to me. I was probably showing up to work drunk and
But you were in college delivering the mail on campus.
Yeah.
I did
No.
this-
I was when I was going to school down at Columbia College, so I needed a kind of a day job, kind of a thing. So,
Yeah.
So
I
big
did that.
high-rise.
I ran into that situation in Dunkin' Donuts. I was in back of a woman. So this is a woman who did it, who should know better. Not that, whatever. But she goes to the person behind the counter, orders her food, and she goes, "Oh, are you, or how many months pregnant?" or something to that effect. And she goes, "I'm not pregnant." And I just literally was like, nope. I just turned around and
left,
walked.
yeah, of course,
I'm
I
like,
would
I
too.
am not sitting here
Peace
for
out.
this, man. Yeah, I came back later and got my coffee.
Oh man, and you did.
It's bad. It's very awkward.
I think I would.
Was it like cricket silence?
Yeah. I think I would have made it worse. I think I would have done this. Hey, I thought you were pregnant too. God damn.
No,
Wait, are you serious? You're not?
Wait, you're not having triplets?
So you just doubled down. You just doubled down on it.
I was.
You
out
doubled
of
You
there.
just have to
Man,
not
that's-
ever ask that question.
Nope.
Ever.
Yeah.
No.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ted, I like your tips.
Yeah. So anyway, just to go one step further, real quick. So
oh shit! I thought we were done.
Because this might not apply to our overseas listeners. Love you guys and gals. But so, for example, most states in Illinois and the United States are called at-will states, which means an employer can fire you without cause. They don't need a reason as long as it's not based on sex, religion, gender.
That's all the
race.
reasons that
Yeah.
people get fired.
Yeah, I know, but they just can't say that legally. So they're clever. So if you find yourself in sort of a pickle, you want to here's what you do. You just document
Tickle it? I'm sorry.
tickle it too. Yeah, document everything. Don't give HR the bare minimum. Don't tell them details because trust me, kids, they will use that against you at some point down the road if it's in their best interest.
We've all seen Law and Order.
Yeah.
We know how it works.
Yeah.
Keep
and,
quiet.
and just without trying to make any waves if the writing's on the wall, just apply for a job somewhere quietly while you still have your job because that's always the best time to apply for a job when you already have a job. And chances are you're going to make more money anyway because that goes back to an earlier tip, which chances are you're going to end up getting more money if you move laterally from company to company every 5 to 7 years because once you're locked into your current company, you're going to get like a lousy 2 or 3% raise, and they're going to give you the old speech like, oh, we're tightening our belt and we have to
Tighten our belts.
Yeah, I mean, just for you. Well, it's just for you, not
tightening our belts and we have to
not for
tighten
for upper management, just for you.
Well, we can't even get any
Yeah.
new belts.
Yeah,
Let alone pay you.
They're gonna plead poverty. They're gonna plead poverty, so they can't give you a 2% raise. But trust me,
saving up for belts.
yeah, they just can't give you a raise. There's money out there, just not for you.
You're really important to the company, but we need belts more.
Yeah.
And Brenda's pregnant now.
At least we think she is. We don't really know.
Maybe her belt broke.
I'm not an obstetrician, but she just sort of looks pregnant. So Wait, let me get my ultrasound. Wait, Brenda, you said you're not pregnant. Here, I have an ultrasound machine right here, just by coincidence. I'm gonna give you an ultrasound right now.
Oh my God.
Why do I say a fetal heartbeat, Brenda, if you're not pregnant?
Ted, we're gonna have to let you go.
Yeah.
We're,
Tightening our belts.
I think I've said too much.
And also, while you're here, I just want to do a pre-announcement. We're doing an org change. We're going to suspenders.
Jethro, you can keep the rope. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Jethro and Ellie Mae.
You can keep the rope.
He had a rope for a belt.
That's a Beverly Hillbillies reference to the younger viewers out there.
And Teddy, it's amazing you even know that. You don't wear a belt. You just don't wear a belt.
Well, that's because the police took it away because they said you can, when you
Might
get
hang
put in a
yourself.
cell, you
Well,
can hang
sweatpants
yourself.
don't have belt loops.
They take your shoelaces and your belt for some reason. I said, but sir, it's just a traffic violation. Why would I hang myself over that?
Wait, Ted's belt is a rope.
Ted, you know what your tips should be now? It's everywhere on TikTok when you get pulled over by cops. You should start doing what you say to cops and what you don't say to cops. I feel like you'd be right. That'd be your
Oh,
wheelhouse.
that's a good one. I'm going to have to
Right?
write
Put that down.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask
Put
you
it
this.
down.
How did-
Throw away that paper.
How did Jeffrey Epstein kill himself if he's in a locked cell in the federal correction
With a
facility?
bed sheet
Yeah.
or a
he must,
pillowcase.
Yeah, he must have had something that.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Ted, if you wore
Mike
pants
Lindell
with
has
a
something to do.
pillowcase as a belt, I think I might piss myself.
Where's the video cameras?
Okay.
We're
Mark,
down here.
Mark, do we have our first advertisement? Our first advertiser for the show? No, we do not.
Yeah, we do. It's on our website, Dentbusters, PDR Chicago.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Paintless
We got
Dent
our
repair company
yeah.
in Niles, right here in hometown. Yeah.
Yeah, we got our first
Automotive
advertiser.
paintless dent repair.
There you go.
Dings, dents, hail damage.
All right.
Perfect.
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
it's
I mean,
awesome.
yeah.
If you got a nickel-sized hail damage, dime size, quarter size, we'll fix it for you.
Wait, what about a 50 cent Pete? Is that not a thing? Okay, Jackie, I think it's time, and you can ask the first question.
All right.
Ask my question.
So everybody sent in a lot of questions.
Well,
so
I do have a question before
know
you,
she's not
you
gonna pick
ask
my
a question. Were all the questions, because my questions were specific.
You can't ask questions about questions.
You'll find out.
Okay, all right, good.
You'll find out. So.
I'm not answering any questions.
called
That's why I
redundant.
wanted to know.
So I'm going to jump around between everybody's questions to make sure they all get taken care of. But I figured since we just did Ted's tips for 20s, we would ask a question about that, and we wanted to know, how did the idea of Ted's tips for 20s evolve? Where did that come from?
That's an excellent query.
I think it was our buddy Pete. Wasn't our buddy Pete that kind of came up
Oh,
with
that's
that
right.
idea?
No, you did talk about that. I do remember that.
Yeah, but we had talked about it because Teddy's always, when we're sitting at the bar, Teddy's always like, this is what I would do, and this is what thing, and I was like, hey man, let's do a Ted's tips for 20s.
How many times? How many episodes has that been around?
For a long time. I
It
mean,
was?
That was.
Yeah, I don't think it was like initial. I don't think it was like
beginning,
initial.
yeah?
I don't
Off
think
and
it
on
was
about
initial,
40,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean, we did some, and when we have guests, it's harder to do it. So,
Right,
but
right,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'd say once you started having more guests, that's when it kind of
petered out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
if
we
you
were
will.
all set to pop last week, and then Ted.
Yeah, well, it definitely wasn't.
out of
It
it.
definitely wasn't my idea. I'll tell you that. I mean, it was definitely somebody else who brought
course
that
not.
up, and it was a great idea.
So it was your friend Pete while sitting in a bar?
Pete. Yeah, I think Pete kind of helped us out with that. But yeah, Teddy had been, doing that, and we kind of, that's one of the things we should do. So yeah, we just kind of came up with
We had
that.
a consultant.
I thought it was
we needed a
Ted doesn't
consultant.
tip at restaurants. Maybe he should tip on the show.
Oh, I'm sorry. You must be thinking of Michael Jordan or Scottie Pippen. That's who you're thinking of. Who don't tip? Yeah. So. Or Tiger Woods.
No tipping Pippin.
Yeah.
Tiger
no
Woods-
no tipping Pippen.
Tiger Woods'
call
excuse he doesn't carry cash on him, which is true. But I mean,
Is it hard to write a bigger number for the credit card?
Does he
don't
pay
you just-
hookers with a Zelle?
Yeah.
I mean, how does he pay his hookers?
Yeah, check.
Right.
Yeah. Not for a prostitute.
well, yeah. I was going to say,
believe is what
how did he
wrote
pay?
up.
How did he pay the Perkins waitress? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I just feel like he was.
I
That
think
one always blew my mind.
I think that's just code for cheapskate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're going to I mean, I feel like if you go to like I don't know, I'm trying to think of like a big steakhouse. What's a big like Gene and Jew? No, not what's that? What's the one I'm thinking? of?
Outback.
Sizzler.
No, like Ruth's Chris.
You're thinking of Bonanza.
Ruth's Chris. Smith and Walensky. Gibson's.
Gibson's, those are the big
Gibson's.
ones.
Yeah.
Bonanza. It's a buffet steakhouse.
Yeah. So it's great to know. It's great to know when this billionaire shows up what a cheap bastard he is after he probably after everyone kisses his ass for the
They
next
got
3
the
hours.
most prime rib.
I mean, I know we're also happy to kiss Tiger Woods' ass when he shows up, but man, if you can't even tip your wait staff a reasonable sum,
Martha, I want this one. It's Tiger again.
if I was a wait staff, I'm like, I'm not waiting on this motherfucker.
Oh my God.
Ted, this is a Christmas show. I feel you're angry.
I'm not waiting on this mother effer.
Ted
He's
is
an
that
angry
guy.
Christmas elf.
Yeah, Ted is that guy. You know how? I mean, you hear about these Christmas parties, right? Where the cops get called and everything. Because we'll hear about that, right? It's like hunting accidents around Thanksgiving. So a couple days after Christmas, we'll hear all the awesome stories about the cops who had to come because somebody was playing a game of Go Fish and Uncle Pete cheated. Next thing you know, somebody shot somebody. Or,
That
they
happened
burned
with the
house down.
Shanghai game.
Yeah. We play Shanghai as our family, and then one year, I think it was like 2 years ago or something. Some family is playing a card game Shanghai, and there was a shooting. Yeah, because
Over a card game.
Not at your house.
A BB gun shooting.
No,
We don't know. No, it wasn't us.
We had a Candyland incident one time. Oh no! Yeah, it was actually
intense.
It was at a bar, Gulliver's. The place.
Yes.
Yeah. So we were, and it's funny because I drove by the other day. So yeah, it was all me.
You're trying to remember which guy you killed and what
No,
you
it
can
was
say.
yeah.
Listen,
It was
once
one
you're
of those
acquitted.
regrettable moments.
To
It
this
was-
day, they don't play Candyland anymore.
no,
Just shoot
we
some
don't.
letters.
I remember the game Candyland.
Or Apple Tree.
Sorry,
What is Apple?
Candyland.
Pick up the apples?
No.
Oh my God! Yeah, could you imagine how that could easily turn into a fight?
Yeah.
A bunch of adult drunks at a bar playing Candyland.
That's how it happened.
Right,
We were at a
right.
bar, and then
Fuck you!
it was-
That's not two
So,
purples.
someone got shot playing Monopoly. This was real. This happened within the last few weeks. Like some family, they were playing Monopoly.
Well, that's
Probably
a
at
game
Thanksgiving,
Monopoly.
right?
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
That's
And you know what?
I would kill somebody for
Maybe
Monopoly.
maybe 5 greenhouses don't equal Red Hotel.
It's four.
4.
But
Four? See? Someone's got to get shot. I
See,
thought it was
maybe
5.
they don't.
I thought it was 5.
There you go.
Fuck you.
Boom.
The hotel is the 5th. It is not. Dude, why do you have 5 houses? That's impossible.
If one more you motherfucker says Baltic Avenue, I'll kill you.
All right. Listen, you guys sent me a lot of questions,
Okay.
so That was just one.
Okay.
Sorry.
Gonna be a long night.
We got 2 P's each, so go ahead.
All right, so this one was for Matt. Does the inspiration for doing the Real Three Idiots podcast in your basement come from your secret obsession with Wayne's World? And did you add a third person so it's not so obvious in your pretend world that you are Wayne and Ted is Garth?
Whoa.
Wow,
I did not
that's
ask that
deep.
question.
Well, I hope not.
That's too Machiavellian for me.
Whoa. No, you know why? Because, here, I'll tell you why. I tell you why. Now, Teddy doesn't remember any of this because we were, again, sitting in a bar and he doesn't remember shit. But the concept is I figured that sometimes I can be a little out there and Ted kind of drifts off into La La Land. And we need a third person to kind of bring it back to, where...
Snap back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity.
So
You need that.
I like that song.
So it would have been like Wayne's World had you not added a third person.
It would, yeah.
So
I feel like that's how this podcast is going to end. You know how like Bob Newhart when he was on that one show, he woke up and he was in the other show or
Yeah.
something
Oh,
like
yeah,
that. Like or like Grease. They talk about Grease where Sandy actually drowned. And
On the beach? Yeah.
and so when they're flying off in the car because they're going to heaven, they're not really
Right.
alive. So I feel like that maybe is the alternative
So
ending
deep.
to this
So he
podcast.
did not save her. She passed.
That's pretty deep stuff, man.
Hold on. You know what? Stop fucking doing shit like that. It's just a movie. Yeah, it's just a movie,
And this is just a podcast.
Hey,
Garth.
Or is it? Oh, my God. Yeah, if Ted ended up just him and I just driving around in a car doing this, yeah, it's gotten bad.
Oh, you mean Rhapsody?
Yeah.
Do you want to take the podcast into a car?
Oh, could you? That's a lot of drinking for a car ride. we would need a fourth. We would need a designated driver.
we needed a
No, we
voice
gotta-
of,
no, we
voice
should
of
do the
reason.
train.
Those
There's
tips
too
on what
many-
to say to a cop really come in handy now.
There's too many car. There's too many car shows already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Just get on the Metro train.
Yeah.
Do it on the Metro train.
Oh yeah, with get some homeless and some
Well,
that'd
that would
be
be
No,
that
yeah.
would be the blue line.
Yeah,
then.
the metro is fine.
No,
There's no home. Relatively.
Oh, the train. Yeah, the train. Okay. All right. Yeah. So that's asked and answered. Thank you.
All right.
Best
So we'll move
question
on
so
to
far.
another one. Most embarrassing moment from the show from each of you.
Oh, I can answer that. I probably
Yeah.
showed up not in my right mind a couple of times and kind of stumbled through a few episodes, and it wasn't my best moment. And to my audience, I wanted to apologize for that. But
So you can't remember the most embarrassing moment because you were completely
that's-
hammered.
well, no, I do remember that I probably didn't spit out the words correctly because I was a little bit challenged mentally. But I'd like to blame Matt for that because
RC likes to
I'm-
call
I'm-
it Tuesday.
Yeah, right.
I'm here because honestly, I'm here against my will. I'm here against my will.
So
Jackie.
when you arrive drunk, that's Matt's fault.
I'm here against my will. Jackie.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
There's like 3 or 4.
Call
but
the
One
police.
I really remember when we had Thordor on from Iceland. Right.
Right.
I kept saying I said Greenland, like
Yes.
2 different fucking times.
Yep.
I
you
was
sure
like, does
did.
he know something I don't know?
I said Greenland,
Yeah.
like to him, and nobody corrected me. And after the show, I was like, "You motherfuckers!" I just realized I was saying Greenland, and nobody corrected me.
Ted and I laughed about that.
No, you
Yeah.
guys didn't even catch it.
No, no.
I
Which
caught it.
Which
I
I,
know,
believe
I
is the
mean,
largest
I'm sure
island in the
everybody-
world.
Greenland is a large.
I believe so.
Look at you, you fucking genius.
Yeah. That is a tough one. You do a lot of people do that with like New Zealand and Australia.
Oh, that's
and
a big
pisses
no. I
them
know.
off.
I
It
know somebody
pisses
from New
them off.
Zealand, or
Yeah.
I knew somebody.
Yeah.
And it was the worst. We were at a wedding, and everybody kept saying,
Oh, you're in Australia.
You're from down under, mate." And
Yeah,
he's like,
you're
"You
like,
motherfuckers,
yeah,
man." He's like, "I'm going to tell you right now." And
Right.
he like by the end of the night, it was like, dude, he was like, "Next motherfucker comes up to
Right.
me with his New Zealand
hate it.
accent."
No, it's
which
funny.
is
Like,
like
we
insane,
we
but,
golf
oh,
with
they
a guy,
hate it.
and you remember you kept calling him a filthy Irishman, and then he didn't react, and he goes, "I'm from New Zealand. What do I care?"
Oh yeah, Kelvin. When we were at Andy's thing,
Oh,
we're
I know
golfing,
Kelvin, yeah.
and I'm trying to get a rise out of him. He's on my team, but I'm trying to get a rise out of him. So I go, yeah. I go, oh, it was a nice shot for a filthy Irishman. And he goes, yeah, the Irishmen are filthy. And I'm just like,
Yeah, he's from New Zealand.
yeah. I'm like, wait a
Kelvin
minute.
is, yeah.
And he looks at me. He goes, hey, idiot, I'm from New Zealand.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
And then the real 3 idiots were born.
He got you. He got you there.
Johnny, what about you?
This one's easy, but it's one that no one will ever hear. It's the show we did that we had to burn.
The
After show.
Oh,
Yeah, that devolved into
I heard about that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, were you still
I
recording?
was there for that. Yeah, it was a bad idea. It's like it was like the maiden voyage of the Titanic. It was a bad idea from the get-go, or the Hindenburg. We decided in our infinite wisdom that we're going to do a show, and when the show's over, we're going to talk for another hour.
Wait,
Continue
drunk,
to drink. Yeah.
Drunk as
It's
shit.
you know it's like
And
going
we're
from,
like, let's just take the just take the filters off.
yeah, it's like going from a 2 a.m. bar to a 4 a.m. bar.
Well, actually, we did that
keep recording.
my first time on the show. We listened to the show afterwards and stayed, and I stayed
yeah, but
over
we
that night.
recorded. Yeah.
But you guys were telling me about that.
It
But
was,
yeah,
it was one of those things where we're like half hour in, and I'm just like, wow, we have offended every. Here, look, we would need a new sentient on this planet because we offended them too. Like if the aliens came down, we actually offended everyone. It was the worst. Everything we said was awful, horrible, and it was the worst thing ever. And I go like this. I go, no, we're stopping this. And I'm like, yeah, erase. I'm like, erase.
You know, the problem is it's still in the hard drive somewhere, so I don't know what you're going to do about
No,
that.
it's not. No, Ted, it doesn't
it's been
exist.
decimated.
You bleached it?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's like the first show. Yeah, it's like the
All right.
first show.
And Matt,
You know what? And this is my thing. I'm stopping, but I said retard like a bunch of times, and I know a bunch of people call me out, and we got, yeah, Johnny, I know you did. And
guess who asked that question?
yeah, Elizabeth and a bunch of people. So I'm done with that. I've moved on. You know, so. Yeah.
But that's a cool moment, though, right? Where you live and learn, and
It's a teachable moment.
yeah.
You know,
I
because
agree.
there's things, there's things you can't, the old, you heard of the expression Overton's window. So whatever epoch of time you live in, there's certain things you can't say or can say that are acceptable, but there's some things you can't say. So, for example, things you could say in the 1800s that were very
God.
acceptable.
I
I'm not
thought you were
going
going
to
to
say
say.
what
I honestly thought you were going to say it, Teddy.
and I didn't
things you could say today, but you can't say those things anymore.
I didn't look
So,
at the story, but I saw the headline today, and I didn't look at the story. But it's just another example. It's Purdue, the college,
Right.
Not Purdue chicken. I don't know why that came into my head, but
It's good
Purdue.
chicken. It's good chicken.
Not Will Purdue.
No, not Will Purdue.
And not okay. He loves chicken.
But he was talking. He made fun of like Asians, like
He mimicked right after
mimicked
an Asian
their-
person
Oh, yeah,
spoke
yeah,
at
I
the
saw that,
commencement ceremony.
Yeah. So he's
And he
saw
started
that.
acting
like, you're
like
gone, dude.
Oh, they did? I didn't hear
He's
that.
like,
Who did
leaving.
this? Who did,
The
Chancellor.
Oh, I heard about
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
something
I
like
didn't
that.
see it, but I
From
heard
Purdue.
about. They said they want this guy fired because he made anti racist.
But it's fine. I think it was
comments or
Purdue
something.
Calumet anyway. No, I'm not kidding.
Well, you know what's funny is
it was like ooey pooey or
right,
something,
right.
right?
I
Like-
saw that story and I looked at the comments, and you know how many people were just like, "Yeah, get over it." I was like, "Well, how about just not do it?"
Yeah.
Right? How about just not do it? I mean, I'm the worst here. I'll be the first to admit it. I said gay a lot, like as a thing. Oh, gay, like that, because it was on Community, our show, and everything. I did it, and then we had friends whose kids and people were are gay, and they're just like. And I had a buddy of mine who, and I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to embarrass him. I know he listens to the show, but he sat me down. He sat me down one day, and he goes, not cool anymore, man. He goes, it's just not cool. He goes, it's not cool. And I'm like, I got no problem with it. He goes, I know, but it's not cool to say it. You got to stop. And
Right.
It's
You just
never. It's you just don't realize how much words impact people until it's in your life. Like if say you have a daughter or a son or something that are gay, and suddenly you're like, oh, or you have an interracial baby or something, and now you're like, oh, I get it. This is really bad. Like I don't want my kids' feelings hurt. I don't want my wife's feelings or whatever, or my cousin.
Yeah.
But if it's not in your life, you kind of forget about it
Right.
and you just kind of say whatever you want to say, and it's like we need to think.
Plus,
more.
it's
we all
hard
need to
for
be
us.
open to changing our thoughts and,
Right.
and
But it's
the way
hard
that we
for us
talk.
because we're guys, so we still talk like we did when
because
we were 12.
we're stupid.
Mark is literally staring at me.
So
Yeah, because you're
hard
a big,
for us
you're a
'cause we're
sister.
guys.
Yeah, because you're a sister, you have to
So
understand
Mark,
that.
100%, it's not an excuse and it's not a justification, but I try to explain this to my daughters because they will keep me honest all the time, and I tell them, I'm like, look, well, first of all, I'll say this. There's a saying that says men's way of interacting with each other is to bust each other's balls, but they don't mean it.
And you can't say that anymore. Either.
That's
You
not
can't
true,
say
Ted.
it.
That's not
Women's
true,
way of interacting with each other is to compliment each other, and they don't mean it.
Right.
But so that's what
We know
men.
you say vicious things in
No,
the
actually,
bathroom, don't
that's
you?
a big thing with women. Is if you look at a lot of people in in the media, or not in the media, but like celebrities and stuff, they're trying to talk about build women up. Don't knock them down for your own self. Like if you see someone who's doing something that you wish you were doing, have that as an inspiration as opposed to being angry and jealous and saying something bad about them because you wish you were doing something wrong.
Right.
But we grew up just kind of busting each other's chops all the time, and we think it's funny. That's just how we were raised, and it's really hard to break out of that paradigm.
Or just to keep it in the circle. Sometimes it comes outside the circle, and then people get offended, and it's like, I didn't mean it like that, but you said it. But you're right. I can't use it. I can't use it anymore in general.
And we just need to stop as a culture.
But it's fine at the Howard Street
society. Yeah.
It is
at our table
because it's a safe space.
Our table's a dome, right? Nobody can hear anything that's going on our table.
That's
how I think Matt.
Because you're also quiet,
right? I think Matt thinks that nobody can hear this.
But let me call you out right there for a little bit. And here's the thing: why? Because we're a homogeneous group of people. There's like 5 white males, so we can all say whatever we want to say. 5 straight guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as soon as you get a friend in there who's a little different, then suddenly you're like, oh yeah, I get it. Now I probably shouldn't have been saying that.
Yep.
So
I always wonder when we're sitting at Howard Street and we're many drinks in.
Is that we're not getting any service?
And we're and
we're
saying,
loud.
Yeah, we're saying all
You're
the
disparaging women, and then they don't want to come serve you.
Well, here's the funny thing.
Yes,
we
Ted,
never disparage women here,
Ted.
but here's the funny thing: women, as you probably know, women will judge.
I feel like I'm about to be disparaged right now.
You're about to get mansplained right now. Listen, women will judge other women more harshly than any man ever will, in general.
I think
But this is what I'm saying. This is what we're working on.
Yeah, we're working on this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure Elizabeth said that's not true. Just so you
Right.
know, and she's going to listen to this show and she's going to come here.
God,
and
I'm gonna get in trouble again.
She's finally going to kick the shit out of you.
I'm already on her shit list.
I think.
All right.
Yeah.
So here's one. What's the most annoying thing about each of us? Was the question. So
I got an easy one.
okay.
Go ahead.
So we should.
No, just
I
say
know how
it.
to
man.
say it.
Come on.
Say it. Wait, are you going to say annoying things about us or yourself?
No. What's the most annoying things about somebody else?
Okay.
Go ahead,
Right.
Matt.
Yeah. No, go ahead. You got.
I got to think about. I got to think about.
No,
how
you
to say
already
it.
thought
Okay.
about
Yeah,
it.
no. Give him time.
But
Give him time.
now he's trying to figure out how to say it politely
He's
because we
like,
just had this
right.
big conversation.
I want to use the R word so bad right now.
I actually never thought about that. I actually never thought about that.
All right, I'll come out and say it, Matt. Your stutter bothers me.
What?
No, it's similar to that. We sometimes. Well, one thing that bothers me is a couple of times
Oh, gosh.
we'd have to go to the bathroom, and we would get up. Like
Right.
I'd get up and I'd come back, and I'm fumbling my way through because I couldn't hear what was going on. So my bladder bothers me. But no, sometimes Ted and I wouldn't hear we repeat each other sometimes.
Yeah.
Like we make the same point sometimes. Like
Oh,
Ted
so
will
if you
say
guys
something.
repeat each other, we know you've gone to the bathroom. Yeah.
Well, maybe like I'll
Got it.
say something, and then Ted will like say almost the exact same thing that I said, or vice versa. Like Ted will say something, and then I'll say the exact same thing Ted said, but I say it differently.
Because we're twinsies.
So
That's okay. What's the big deal?
So I'm like,
So what does that have to do with Matt's stutter?
I was trying to deflect from.
Okay.
Yeah, he's trying to say something. He's trying to say something mean about me, so he
Right.
can say something mean.
I've
about
lost
Ted.
me stutter.
All right.
Okay,
Fish
here
called
I'll
Wanda.
give
Lord of the
you
Rings.
one.
It's like Lord of the Rings or something.
A fish called Wanda.
Yeah, to me, it's just and I love Ted, but I hang around with him too much, and I've heard all of his stories a million times, and he tells them to me over and over again. It's painful. It is painful.
Wouldn't that be with anybody though? Don't they just repeat the same thing eventually over? Like they tell you the same joke, they tell you the same
No,
story.
I usually talk about new things.
Yeah.
You guys are like an old married couple.
Right.
Yeah, neither one of us. I'm not having sex with Ted, so yeah, it's just like an old married couple.
I'm actually going to answer this one. And I text Matt this several times after the
Hang on, I
show.
gotta go to the bathroom. I want to miss
It's
this.
about to get real.
Ted's creaky chair. It drives me
mine.
crazy. Did you
mine.
switch now?
Yeah, so I actually
it is
tightened
his.
up.
Oh,
yeah.
it drove me crazy.
So I
'Cause
tightened
Ted
up
wouldn't
Teddy's
stop
chair.
moving. You just hear him
Yeah.
creaking all the time.
So Jackson and I,
like the Raven.
Yeah, Jackson and I got the tools out, and we tightened up Teddy's chair, and it's perfect. And we tightened up mine, and it was good for about 5 minutes. But now,
Oh, you got,
Yeah, I can hear it.
and I just be like, oh, the show was great. ... Ted's creaky
It's
chair.
like Grandpa in the rocking chair. You already know somebody's.
Wasn't planning on answering
pretty
that
good
one,
chair
but
now.
all right,
That's a
Johnny,
good
you ain't getting free on this.
No, I'm willing to bare my soul. Listen, when this bitch came in here, no, joking.
if you call me the R word, I'm gonna be really mad.
No, I would say I don't mean to pick on Ted, but yeah, the repeating of some of the stuff is a little bit, whatever.
Sorry, Ted. We just get
No,
we're just
I
real.
was doing that,
Yeah.
and that's probably due to some alcohol content. Just
Yeah.
like anybody who drink too much, you repeat yourself, right? I mean, that's just common. And,
It's probably bothers me more because I tend to do it too. Like you
Well,
don't
that's what I
realize you're
said. I
doing
know
it.
I'm
Yeah.
doing it, too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, we're not professional as of yet.
Right.
Professional podcasters. I mean, we're getting there.
Teddy, we have 50 shows. I mean, at this point, yeah, we kind of are.
I
Plus,
mean,
Ted, you and I don't have a script in front of us like this.
this
guy.
isn't a true crime podcast,
Right.
so we're not the gold standard just yet.
In 1974, Roger went to the store to buy some cigarettes, and he was never heard from again.
He gone.
And
Oh, that's
and
my
Jack
dad.
And Jack the Ripper is really
Oh, he went to go buy a pack of cigarettes. I never saw him again.
well. What's the joke? Like back in the 70s, like if a man went to leave his wife, he says, "I'm going out for a
Pack of
of
smokes.
smokes
Yeah.
and a carton of milk," and he would just like go 11 miles away and have a new family. No one would find him because there's no internet. So we just live, you live like in another town next door.
Oh, man, good times, good times.
Okay, all right. So the next question is, I guess it's kind of towards Matt, but I guess you guys could have all thought about this.
Oh, man.
Do we have a special show planned if we reach 100 podcasts?
Ooh, I like that one.
Wow, I just figured we'd just do this shit again. But okay, I don't know. I don't know, 100. Here, listen, I never, and I'll say this, there is no way when we started this thing, because we started, me, Ted, and Stan, right? And Stan was gone after the first show.
He got Wally.
episode's gone.
He Wally pipped himself.
Yeah,
He
I
Wally
mean, I
pipped
want you to
himself.
think about that. So
Pete Best.
yeah, we had this plan, and for months we kind of talked about it, and then we sat down and we did it, and it was kind of my fault. I should have done a practice show. The sound was terrible, but whatever. But he immediately quit. He automatically quit because people heard, his family heard what it was, and then the second show, I'm like, Teddy, we got to keep going. It's just me and Ted, and we did this thing, in search of an idiot, where we kind of went through like who we would want to have. So yeah, I mean, shit, no, I have no concept of what we could do for 100 because I at that point was not sure we would have 2.
Let's call Janice. We're going to do a remote with Apple Vacations, like old school, like Steve Dahl or something like that. We're going to get our listeners to join us.
For our 100th
Count
episode,
me
we're
in.
going to give away $1 million
Cruise ship.
in pretend money.
That would be fun.
In play
go,
money. In play
go
money.
to a foreign country, maybe Sicily, a la White Lotus 2. Go to Sicily or something, 4 seasons, and just do like a remote, like just like totally scam them. Like you're gonna do like we're famous podcasters from America.
We are famous.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Go and do it.
I'll tell you what. We should get if we ever get any fan mail from anybody out there
We
in
get
the world.
tons of fan mail, Ted.
If we get any, and it's very compelling, we'll go to their location, assuming it's not cost prohibitive, and we'll do the podcast
Ted,
at
we've
that location.
been invited. We were invited to Nebraska for the Bigfoot Museum. We were invited to who was it? Linda invited
Mark
us to.
grimacing.
Yeah,
Mark
that was a
grimacing.
bad. That was a yeah.
No, but we
what
got
about the
invited to the
Penis
Twine.
She thought our
Yeah,
whole
Penis
podcast
Museum,
is
yeah.
about Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Every episode. So she invited us
I
to
don't.
go there.
I don't think that's the case. I just think
I
she was
got
really
that.
happy that
She
we
was
gave her.
really excited.
Oh, and so was Matt. He was talking about after the show. We're going. We're going.
I
Ted
did.
and I are like, there's no
I did.
way
I'm
we're
not going to
going.
lie to you. I'm 100%
All the
not going
places
to
that
lie
we
to
can
you.
go for like a few days, I'm not going there.
You know what? And that's why you think small. You think small. But yeah, we got invited to the Twine place. I mean, people Thordor.
Iceland?
Yeah, Thordor.
Right.
Listen, when we were done.
Well, we invited ourselves there.
no.
I
Hodor.
did look
We
it up.
really-
It's not that far.
I know, right?
We could actually make it there.
It's like a 5-hour flight.
I mean,
Yeah,
not
so-
that I'm going,
like-
but
Yeah,
you
but
guys
but
could.
yeah. So when I text, I email him back and I'm like, hey man, thanks for being on, blah blah blah. And he's like, if you guys want to come out, he goes, the invitation's open. I'm just like, God damn, yes, I want to go to Iceland.
I would
so
love to go
bad.
Everyone's going to
How about-
Iceland
how
right
about
now.
I would love to go to
How about doing a
Greenland.
vlog from the? No, listen about this. How about doing a vlog from the golf course in Iceland for 100th episode?
Are there golf courses
vlog.
in Iceland?
So there are,
Yes.
He said there was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
And
said,
they're open
yeah.
at midnight because it's light, depending on the time of year.
24.
Yeah, so in the June, July area,
Yeah.
it's like 20, 22 hours of sunlight.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
could you imagine how awesome that would be? I mean, I think
You could day drink for 22 hours.
yeah, and then the same thing happens. The same thing happens. You could just night drink because it's But yeah, I mean, the concept of it is pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of chilly in the summer. It only gets up to
It's
like
got to be like golf.
mid-50s.
It's like all links course, right? It's like
Well, yeah, they don't
Yeah, it's
even have
gotta be, like,
trees. Remember,
crazy.
he
Yeah,
said.
yeah,
remember when
yeah.
I said, "Why do you use a whale's penis to hit a goat?" And he's like, "Because our trees are made of like plastic or like balsa
Right.
wood or something."
Yeah.
Yeah, it blew my mind.
All right, we're ready for the next one. Who is the most popular on the Real 3 Idiots social media sites out of all of you? Who gets the
I
most?
don't track any of that stuff. I have no idea.
I would assume
I don't
Matt.
see any
No,
of it.
absolutely not. It's Ted. It's 100% Ted. 99% of the feedback we get.
I thought you could say females. I was going to call bullshit.
Yeah. Hey, John. All of our lists. All of our.
Our
What do
males.
you call it? What do you call it?
Our incels
The incels. They love me.
in their basement. Loading or
Oh, by the way, I'm not stopping you guys from getting laid. By the way, that's on you.
manufacturing their own.
And that's a word we learned on the show, incels.
Yeah, they're
Thank you, Ted.
they're pressing their own bullets.
And you know what? And they carved Ted's name in them, not mine.
They're milling their own. They're filling the gunpowder in their own homemade.
So by far, it's Ted.
Yes, absolutely. There's very little talk. There's every once in a while they mention
Chatter.
somebody else. Yeah, it's almost 99%. And man, that Ted guy is fucking crazy. Yeah, all that kind of shit. Yeah.
I want to kill him so bad.
Well, that's
For
okay.
$16.
Because I got $1 million life insurance policy. I mean, so I'm not going to benefit from it, but
Every
somebody
question,
will.
where does Ted live,
Good thing you
man?
told everybody that.
What does he do? Where does he
he
live?
His address
number?
is.
Can I just get my hole in one first before somebody zip ties me and pushes me off the Grand Canyon?
I just panhandled $16 and I paid myself to kill Ted. Oh,
I just need an address.
1060 West Addison.
Oh, what a wonderful Christmas show this is.
So much love.
Holy shit.
All right, so it's Ted. All right, we're moving on.
Without doubt.
All right, so Tucker Carlson has said, I like women. He also has said, most of the time you can beat a woman in an argument.
It was interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
And-
good
Pregnant pause.
And
Pregnant pause.
one area of the
my sister's not
liberal
pregnant.
phenomenon that I support is female bisexuality. Matt, do you still think he's a homosexual?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind.
Tucker Carlson?
Yeah, Tucker Carlson, yeah.
I know he has 4 kids. He's like married with 4 kids, which doesn't preclude
means-
anything. Yeah,
doesn't
means
mean
nothing.
anything.
Yeah.
I will say this. I have no idea whether he's gay or straight, but they did do a study, and the type of porn that the majority of men are most attracted to are 2 females, right? So he referenced that. But he's a news guy, so he probably knows these things.
He's probably
he
a porn
referenced that,
addict.
maybe, whatever.
Very.
But for females, it's anything. Anything goes. There's like not a number one, like 2 girls, 2 boys, a boy and a girl. Bestiality. Anything turns them on. They did a study.
Okay.
It's a true study. You can look it up.
Who's they?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what the hell this
He's
has
using
to do
Masters
with-
he's
and
using a
Johnson.
pronoun. It's a pronoun.
Masters
He's
and
using-
Johnson.
I ain't
Masters and Baiters?
But they were
big.
just looking at like different genres of porn, and women are sort of stimulated by anything sort of sexual.
Well, I think-
Men are stimulated. The thing they're most stimulated by are 2 women.
Yeah, and that's how.
So
what
Tucker
Carlson-
referenced
but
that.
Matt's also on right in that he is so anti, like homosexual male,
Right.
like he's,
Yeah.
Right.
women. Fine.
He's kind of okay, yeah, if women are.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
said that. I mean, he's
Yeah,
like,
you don't
I'm
want to
fine
turn
with
your
that.
son's
Right.
gay.
Yeah,
Your girl's
exactly.
fine.
If
So
you're
Matt's
intimidated
like,
by
yeah, wait.
homosexuality, then maybe
Hold on a second. Let me ask you. He actually said that?
Yeah, that's a quote by him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You can
said-
say
I haven't
anything
wa- I
on
haven't wa- I
Fox
haven't
News.
watched-
He said the
I-
one thing I
Don't
do like
be
about
turning
women.
our son's gay.
Don't let your babies turn out to be cowboys.
Oh, I thought you said homosexuals.
I'm gonna say
That would be a good intro song. You could do that. 10
No,
tips
I'm
for
not gonna-
20s.
I'm not gonna say that.
But yeah, no, I think all those people that are like vehemently, totally, and anti-gay are absolutely afraid.
Mike Pence.
That if
Mike
there's
Pence.
no, Mike Pence is just weird.
He's not gonna watch porn.
Right.
probably.
No.
Yeah, the concept of him
That you-
not being
that you
able to
know
be, the concept of him not being able to be in a room by himself with a woman just means that he is literally unzipping his pants every second of every day, and somebody has
Right.
to like slap his hand away from the zipper.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah,
Somebody from his church just comes in and like,
I just
He's got a back channel and a server in his closet, just like Hillary Clinton did. Right?
Yeah.
He's got the server that no one it's untraceable.
The email server.
Email server.
So I will say this. Yes, I think he is 100%
All right.
gay.
Is he married?
definitive.
Yeah, he's married. He's got 4 kids.
And
No. I'm not. I was just wondering.
So this next question is going to put Ted on,
On the
spot.
map?
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna pretend
In Greenland?
In
pretend
Greenland.
I didn't hear it. I'm
Where's
gonna
this
turn it up
museum at?
What
We
was
flew
your
all the way to Greenland.
favorite Ted's Tips for 20s intro song?
Oh.
Can
Intro
you
song.
remember them?
No, absolutely doesn't.
Oh,
No.
come on. I want him to remember anything.
Just say
Anyone.
Just say the last one.
Yeah, the one today
I
was
think
really good.
I think I remember
The
one.
last one was pretty good. No, there was one. It was like a few episodes ago. Was I think because I think you sang it. It was like 10 tips for 20.
Was
like,
it-
yeah,
So
because he's very sprightly. He's very sprightly when he sings. He's very
no, was it Green
It's very
Day?
lively.
We did a Green Day
very
one. That
lively,
one I
yeah,
thought was
yeah.
one of my favorite.
very lively.
It's
Was it basket case?
do you know that? Yeah, that
Time
one.
to listen
That was
to
a good
10
one.
wine
Yeah.
about
Nothing
nothing at all and something at all.
It's all coming back now. Yeah,
That was actually, I think that was a live show. That was
Might have been.
the
Oh,
one
was
with
it? It
Jen
could've been.
Rose. Yeah,
That
that
could've
was
been.
the
Oh,
one. Yeah, that was really good.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
that was
because
good,
everybody
yeah.
clapped. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everybody clapped.
they fucking
They
did
were
it.
like,
out of-
it's over.
out of
Yay.
out of politeness or fear or just glad it was over.
Yeah, but no, that was I do I really. And here's the funniest thing: my son loves Green Day. I really hate Green Day.
Hall of
That
Famers.
was
Hall of
that
Famers.
was
Love.
awesome.
It's a
I
catchy.
like
It's a
some
catchy
I like
tune.
some
Yeah.
Green Day songs.
All their
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, and I will say this that John is the inspiration. John wrote 99.9% of all the songs.
He still writes for Dolly
Yeah.
Parton.
yeah,
He
definitely.
still writes for
Yes.
Dolly Parton.
I'll tell you. I saw
Working
Dolly Parton on the.
9 to 5.
I saw Dolly Parton on the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing. She was actually pretty good.
She's awesome.
She's very talented. Who here has been to Dolly World besides me?
Me?
Nice.
I've never
yeah.
been there.
Hell
Is
yeah.
it cool?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it cool?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fun.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like a hillbilly. It's like a hillbilly Six
Pigeon-
Flags.
Where- is
Pigeon
it-
But
Forward.
it's
is it
well
Missouri-
done,
is it
right?
Missouri?
It's very clean.
Where's
It's
it- where's it at?
awesome. Like,
Where's it at?
It's
Pigeon
Tennessee,
Forge.
Pigeon Forward.
Oh,
Pigeon Forward.
Ford, Tennessee. Okay.
Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Oh,
Yeah,
Forge.
yeah.
Okay,
It's
I've
a-
heard of that, yeah.
Yeah, Jackson actually. I don't know. He was like 10. He won the chocolate milk chugging contest there. Yeah, he had a T-shirt. Yeah, he had a T-shirt from there.
Oh, they have
The brown cows.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no,
and
brother.
here's the best part. So it was obviously for kids. I mean, it was and one of there was a guy, an adult man, who's like, yeah, I want to get in there. And I remember standing there, and I'm just like, you can't read. You can't read the sign that
yeah.
says it's for
That's
kids only.
hilarious.
And the poor girl is just like, oh, it's for kids. He goes like this. And I remember this. Why?
Well, that's not fair.
Yeah. I'm just like, oh wait, I don't.
It was like Bluto. Why not?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Why
I was
not?
like, yeah, why not? Why not? I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, that was pretty funny. But yeah,
But he
Dollywood's
still won.
Yeah, Dollywood's a lot of fun. It's actually they did glass blowing and all that kind of like horseshoes.
You got to respect a woman who came from fucking nothing and did what she did. So
And that vision that she had for that amusement park 40 years ago,
yeah,
it's still going strong like
Yeah.
like crazy.
it's
That's
actually
unbelievable.
pretty
She
cool.
was pretty awesome. Like she initially turned down going into the Hall of Fame
Yeah.
because she didn't feel like she deserved it.
Yeah.
And then everybody was like,
you got to
know,
take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had if you get a chance, get on HBO and watch the 2022 Hall of Fame Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing because they had John Cougar Mellencamp sang some songs,
Yeah.
but they had Eminem was in,
Yeah.
Dolly Parton, and they had some people. They had like Sheryl Crow sang some Dolly Parton
I
stuff.
watch it every year.
Dude,
the past years are
she-
great.
Miley Cyrus did.
Yeah, she
some
did.
Dolly
Yeah.
Parton.
yeah, they're.
But
That's
I'll
her-
Isn't
say
that her
I'll s-
godmother or
yeah, it's her
something?
godmother,
Right?
yeah.
I'll say this though too is anytime you see someone who's super famous who lives a clean long life and hasn't like died from drugs on a toilet bowl at
Right.
40
Elvis-
or- yeah
Elvis.
I mean you know what I mean
Don't bug me out.
no
man.
I'm just saying like you know
Yeah,
Well,
it's
amazing,
pretty
you know, the
amazing.
funny thing about
that's
the-
not easy to do.
The only weird thing about Dolly Parton, she's been married to the same dude for like 50 years. His name's Carl Dean. He's just some average
Why
dude.
is that weird?
Why is that weird?
Yeah, why-
Because no one's ever seen the guy. Number one.
I've seen him plenty of times. He was there for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay, well I ain't never seen. I mean,
Wait, I
like
thought
when
she
they,
was-
when they show Dolly Parton, you know,
And
he's
you
like,
know who their son is that no one knows? Tucker Carlson.
I thought you were going to say Kenny Rogers.
Oh my God! Remember Forever when those two were
Oh,
linked
yeah.
up? Like
Oh, yeah.
Islands in the Sun.
Yeah, dude.
Islands
that's
in the
awesome.
Sky.
That's one of the songs we sang.
Yeah,
it
Kenny
was.
Rogers. Yeah, I like
Dude, that one was.
Oh, you did that too for
great.
Ted's Tips?
Yeah,
I think it's
that-
Islands in the Stream.
Islands in the Stream. In the Stream.
Thank you,
Called
thank
it
you.
Son when
I
we
know.
were on the show.
I know.
Teddy's
We
Tips
sang that
for
one. I was
20.
there for that one.
Actually,
That was our first one.
Actually,
Oh,
my next tip for 20.
That was
make,
a good
Make
one.
sure you come back in the next life
was a
is
good
with some
one.
singing ability or some music ability. 'cause
Oh,
that's,
that'd
that's
be
the
nice.
shit.
Yeah.
That's the shit.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
That's what you
I
got to
mean,
do.
you can be as ugly as shit.
You-
if you're a good singer. You're.
Oh,
getting-
you got it. Yeah. Like Ed Sheeran, that guy's an ugly motherfucker. That guy can sing. Yeah, he's a
Ooh,
fucking
he's a
weird
big
looking.
listener in
He's
the
a
show,
weird looking
I
dude.
know.
I'm sorry, Ed. I love you, but you got some weird. You're a weird looking dude.
You know,
I just don't think he's that ugly looking.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Matt and I are into Ed Sheeran.
I mean, no, he's a great singer.
Threesome.
I'm just saying he's not a Calvin Klein underwear model. That's all I'm saying. You know.
It's a brother sister
He's not.
thing.
He's not like
Yeah,
Brad.
but
He's
can-
not like
If you
Brad.
like red
He's
pubes,
not like. He's not like
Fire cross.
He's not like Brad Pitt. hot.
Ginger. They call him gingers over there on the other side of the pond.
The ginger assassin.
Oh my God, that is so.
Moving on. Moving on.
Thank you.
So this question is, which one of us is the smartest?
Ooh, out of the 4, you're not included. I mean, you've been on the show like 5 times now,
Okay.
right? Yeah. Okay, it's not you.
And now he's going to
All
say
right.
that. Yeah. How did I fall for this? My whole life.
That's a brother. That's
My
a
whole
brother
life.
sister.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Definitely smarter than Matt.
I don't know,
me.
man.
It's
I'm
not me.
I don't really.
I'm looking at John right now.
It's John.
No, you're not. You're looking at me, you goof.
You are looking at.
yeah, but nobody else knows that.
I would
Yeah.
just say I'm good at googling. You know.
Yeah.
You
I
are,
mean, I don't
yeah.
pay attention.
I'm actually
I don't
a
pay
Google
attention to
master
enough.
myself.
I don't know shit, so I ain't
Yeah.
that smart.
Wikipedia. I give him money.
I say this though. I say this to my daughters and other people all the time. I'm a different human being pre-internet versus post-internet because I was a little introverted and I'm not the kind of person who would go and talk to people or whatever
Like on a show.
anywhere. Like I didn't like to pick up the phone and order a pizza.
Yeah.
But now that there's the internet and whatever, like investing, if I can do everything online and not have to deal with some piece of shit,
Like a pizza guy?
I thrive.
Hey,
John, it's just Domino's. They just want to take your order. It's okay.
I thrive in the internet world.
Yeah, me
John,
too,
John, can I tell you this? The next time you order a sausage, pepperoni, and spit, you're going to get extra spit.
So here's all I know. So about intelligence, this is all I know. So there's people who are obviously really book smart, like people getting to Harvard because they fucking maxed out the SAT and blah blah blah. Here's all we know. If you shave their head and just threw them in the fucking woods for like 3 days naked, could they survive? That's the sign of true intelligence. So
That would be a great show.
So no, seriously, the sign of true intelligence. The sign of true
Let's see how
intelligence.
John can perform.
No, seriously,
out.
the sign of true intelligence.
Naked and afraid. We'll call it
Adapting
naked
to your
and
environment. That's the sign of true intelligence. Nobody
Why do
gives
they
a
have
shit.
to shave their head?
Yeah.
Because it's fun. Because it's being sadistic.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm with you. I'm with you on this, though. I agree. If
I didn't say shave their pubes, just shave their head.
if
It's
they
like,
did
geez, come
some
on.
radiation burst and the internet went down,
Yeah.
the world would drop into chaos. People like my mother, who's from Alabama, like she could grow crops.
Yeah.
She could slaughter a chicken.
That's
People can't do that.
I can't do
today.
that. I couldn't do that.
Not in
I
America.
couldn't do
Other
that.
countries they can.
Yeah, third world
Yeah.
countries
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure.
could
My
you- could you-
buddy's from Belize,
Yeah.
and he tells me so all the time. He's like, the food here sucks. I'm like, why? He's like, because down in Belize it's like so fresh. They don't have McDonald's. They don't have anything down
Right.
there. They have no restaurants basically.
Right.
They cook their own food, and they have farm and they have chickens. He's like, my mom, if we want chicken for dinner, my mom goes outside, picks up a chicken.
Yeah.
And he does the motion where he
Yeah.
cracks the neck,
Yeah,
and then
that-
she
that-
cleans the
I
bird,
mean,
and that's
When
we're
I was
having
a
chicken.
kid, I swear to God, this is true. When I was a kid in Alabama, we would go to the butcher and get fresh sausage, and my mother would make breakfast. Like in the South, breakfast is like massive.
Yeah.
And the sausage there, like what you would eat there, like you can't get that anymore.
Yeah,
Here,
you're
it
right.
tastes like garbage.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
I
I
still
agree.
eat it.
No, the
Yeah.
South is great. And so that's great. So like if you were in the woods and you were starving and you had to kill something and field dress it and eat, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
You know what, Ted? January 17th.
What?
January 17th.
is
We're
kill
gonna- no, we're
everything
gonna-
day?
No. We're having a survivalist on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
January
want to hear
17th.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
We are going to become
Yeah. I mean,
self-sufficient,
Yeah.
live off the land kind of
yeah,
folk.
yeah, here's the bottom line. Nobody gives a shit if you graduate from a fucking Harvard Law School if you can't fucking survive 10 minutes in the wild. Like if society collapsed tomorrow and we were just all like so we'd all just be
And
animals.
I know we got to get to more questions, but do you not wonder if that's where we're headed? Like with the weather changes and other things?
just
Oh,
take it
climate-
off.
climate
Just take it off. Johnny turned up the headphones. You guys are on the same headphone thing, so just
Oh.
just move them off your ears a little bit. It'll kind of offset that. So don't worry about it. Yeah, I like because it's funny because we're having some headphone issues and Johnny and Jackie are on the same thing. I love my headphones up loud because I'm deaf.
Testing 1, 2.
Yeah, I'm deaf. So yeah,
That was the engineer van.
I
That was
all of a
engi-
sudden
that-
felt like my head was going to explode.
That's the van. That's the van's fault.
actually that's weird. That's weird because I got you on mute the whole time. I haven't
the guy's in the truck.
I haven't heard anything you said for the last 49 episodes until just now. It's the first time I'm hearing your voice.
but reality is if you put me
Ted just,
shaved head,
you just read lips, right?
shaved head or not into the woods, I'm dead in 10 minutes. Yeah,
Just bring a hat.
it has nothing to do.
Oh, I thought you said. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Were you in the bathroom? Did you miss that?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
but
dead in 10
we will
minutes.
hopefully on January 17th when we have Jason. I can't remember his last name.
I'm looking forward.
Jason
to, I'm
Bourne?
Looking, I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
Oh, I love Jason.
Yeah,
Bourne.
Jason
but from I think he's Alderleaf Wilderness College.
Yeah,
so he's
yeah.
going to be
He's
on.
going to teach you.
Yeah, and he actually
Yeah.
wrote a book. Yeah, he sent us.
I've been reading it.
Yeah,
and
isn't it pretty cool?
Yeah, it is actually.
It's pretty
and
crazy.
it's what's great about his book is that he breaks it down to the simple, like seriously, like
Yeah.
and then goes from there.
You can go advanced.
So it starts, and then so then you really, it's a good book.
No,
It's
that's one of the things
It's gonna
that
be
was kind
fun.
of-
He's gonna
yeah.
be great on the
Yeah.
show.
I mean,
gonna be-
I'm definitely inclined to hear what that guy has to say versus like some guy who's like, wrote a paper, a PhD paper on, neuron. Yeah. Neurons.
You know what, Ted? Nothing in his book. He at no point does he talk about shaving any part of his body to stay alive.
In
Just so
fact,
you
he
know.
recommends you do not.
Yeah.
So nothing follows up this conversation better than this question.
A lot of pressure.
I know the poor woman is exhausted, but how much rest and relaxation does Giselle Bundchen really need?
That, I gotta admit that was my question. You know why?
No.
Listen.
How would we ever have guessed?
Listen, because you know why? I just read an article today. Just not that I wanted to. It was forced upon me that Giselle Bundchen, after her divorce from Tom Brady, she needed to get away from everything, so she went to the beach with her kids in like St. Bart's or some remote location. Not that she's not already at one, since she has a $20 million
Ted,
mansion in Florida.
that is exactly Johnny
like,
and I were just talking
How
about
fucking
this.
tired is this woman?
That's
So wait,
exactly
so what's
where we
the
go.
answer? How much rest and relaxation does she need?
It's a rhetorical question. She doesn't need any. She's been
Oh.
relaxing her whole
Well,
life.
I
What
disagree.
kind of question?
Yeah,
I disagree. If you lived with Tom Brady, I mean, based on what he eats, his diet, that guy would be intolerable to live with.
Yes.
It's like, can we just relax and have some fun?
He's
I think
never
she
home.
needs- Well, that's true.
Well,
but when he is,
No, but
it's
I
like-
mean, wouldn't it? How annoying would this be? Okay, so you sit down for dinner, right? Giselle and the kids and Tom, and it's like, hey, oh wow, it's really nice outside. And he's like, oh yeah, it is really nice outside. You know what? It was about this temperature when I won my first Super Bowl,
Right.
And Giselle's just like, yeah, okay, yeah, but can we not have Super Bowl talk? He's like, oh yeah, no problem. He goes, oh my God, is this pudding? We had chocolate pudding the day after I won my third Super Bowl. I don't know if you know that.
I
Do you
can't
remember?
drink
Oh,
champagne.
he definitely did not.
Wait, I thought that was his pregame meal. That was this
But
pregame meal.
he also has a time schedule, right? He doesn't eat, so they all have to eat around his schedule.
Right.
He eats weird foods, and it's
Yeah.
like regimented. Like,
Yeah. Can I have a chicken nugget, Daddy?
Nope.
No.
He doesn't eat tomatoes because there's something with like it causes some type of inflammation. Just
No,
like
it doesn't. Would you stop with that?
And actually,
Stop
he did get
spreading.
drunk the day after the.
Yeah,
the-
stop
the
spreading
Super Bowl.
misinformation about tomatoes. Tomatoes are a way to decrease inflammation.
Well, I can't
okay?
remember the exact
It
foods, but
helps
it
to
was something.
increase testosterone. No,
Oh.
I said to Teddy,
No, I know.
I go, Teddy, we're going to order something, and I go, oh, I want a pizza. I go, oh, I want like mushroom and tomato. And Ted goes, no tomatoes. Tomatoes lower your testosterone.
But I love
And-
ketchup.
Yeah,
I
What
love
do you
ketchup.
need
though.
testosterone for?
No, and I look it up, and I'm like, it
feel,
literally is
you know,
just
just
the
to feel,
opposite.
you know,
Yeah,
spry.
It's just the opposite. So I tell him, I'm like, no, tomatoes are good for inflammation. They're good for testosterone. So we go. The woman comes over. She goes, "What do you want?" And Ted goes, "Pizza with extra tomatoes."
They're one of the best.
Oh,
They're
actually,
one of the best
no.
fruits you can eat.
No, actually,
Coke
you're right.
Zero?
Tomato is a fruit. Actually, here's a bonus. Here's a bonus tip for 20s. A bonus tip for 20s, guys.
No one asked for this.
Bonus.
Bonus tip for 20s for your testosterone: don't eat tofu. That's the worst food you could eat ever for testosterone.
It is in high quantities.
Do not eat tofu.
Yeah.
Do not eat tofu.
You know what the difference between a bonus and a boner is?
Yeah,
Tofu?
tofu.
Your wife will blow your bonus.
And your girlfriend will blow your boner. Okay, now we got that cleared up. Okay.
Oh God, Jackie, please move
All
on.
right. So the next question.
Oh my God.
This is specifically for Matt.
What's the difference?
Why do you have so many bonuses? Dude, I got a raging
Matt,
bonus.
The idiots want to know: did you ever use your Walkman headphones as a microphone by plugging them into your boombox and record over your Tears for Fears cassette to create a fake, wacky morning DJ show?
That's your question.
It is not mine. But I know you've done this.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
100%. We had a tape recorder.
Yeah.
And Matt would with the actual microphone.
Okay.
And he would ask me questions, like stupid questions, like funny questions.
And you would record it,
we,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we'd listen
Yeah.
to it and laugh our asses off. It,
Yeah.
it
So he-
happened all the time.
so he was practicing-
So that was Mark's question. It was spot on.
So actually, it's pretty cool. He was actually practicing for a podcast, unbeknownst to him at the time.
Yes.
No,
pretty good.
No.
And he did fake sponsors and everything. Like
Wow.
Vidal says soon.
Wow. God, don't you wish you had those tapes?
Yes.
I can still sing the song.
Members only, the members only jacket.
We used to, we used to do. Remember, Doug and Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. So we used to do that show. We used to record over tapes, and like me and my brother would do Bob and Doug McKenzie. Like, hey there, you hoser.
Yeah, I've been practicing to do this ever since, like Sunday nights. I'm trying to think of the comedian. I can't think of his name. He had a show on Sunday nights. He was kind of a famous comedian, but him and Steve Dahl and Johnny B. Yeah, I wanted to be them. Yeah, absolutely, the whole time. Yeah. All day long.
So Matt and I would get in trouble for something and be sent up to our rooms, which meant our parents were like drinking in the basement.
Wait, by who? Who would get you guys in trouble?
Our parents would be mad at us.
Yeah.
Mostly for fighting or whatever.
Yeah, Ted, hold on. So our mom and dad would send us to a room where your mom and dad would send you to a porn, or your mom would send you to a porn theater and force you to watch porn for 7 hours.
She sent me to watch I Spit on Your Grave.
Yes.
Again,
I've
most
heard that.
annoying
I'm like,
thing
Mom,
ever.
this woman's getting raped by 4 guys, and she just killed them all in horrible ways. How am I learning anything here?
So we get in trouble mostly for fighting, and then our parents would sit in the basement. We'd go upstairs and not stay in our rooms. We'd go and record stuff in Matt's room.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
you know,
you're
kid-
dead.
kid-
on.
And he's
That's
like,
so
I've
funny.
got it. This is going to be great.
Kids are ninjas. Your parents don't know what the fuck is going on.
But remember that little microphone? We loved that.
Yeah. Oh,
you move
man.
it back and
Yeah.
forth. It was like silver on the top.
Yeah, you know what? All I'm probably doing right now is re-saying all the things that I said when I was like 12 years old and in trouble, which
Yeah.
was pretty much every
Yeah.
day, every single day. Yeah.
Yeah, you probably had ADD or something.
Yeah,
when you
and now you got the green, and now you got the
Yeah.
green light. Now you
You
got the
still
green
have.
light. You got
Well,
the
yeah,
green
hold
light.
on a second. I had ADD.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You had something.
Yeah, I have a lot of shit. I probably have advanced, just like advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I have advanced ADHD,
Yeah.
DD,
Yeah.
H's,
Eh,
2 more
so
A's.
many H's.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I would love to do? I would love to go to like a psychologist and just like have him test me for stuff and just be like, "Oh man, you're everything."
You
Like,
have
what?
all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a list of 75 diseases and disorders.
Matt, I have a
and-
confession.
And there's
to make.
76.
I've been sent here.
He's from
past
HR
are too.
He's from HR.
I was going to tell you. They just said once you get to the 50th episode, I think we have enough evidence and information that we could diagnose Matt.
So I'm gonna be in a rubber room with yeah, that's nice. Okay, hey, you know what? I mean, as long as there's rubbers, I'm good. Yeah, I'm totally good.
Rubbers.
Wait, it's not a rubbers room. It's
No.
oh wait, is that singular? I thought it was plural.
Are you talking about a rumpus room? No.
A rumpus. Oh,
We had a mystery guess, and my guess was that the guy was a condom machine. Like
the gum on the wall guy.
Right, I thought he was a guy that replenished the condom machines in bathrooms.
Wait,
Oh, nice.
like a vendor, like
Yeah.
the
So
let
vending
me ask you
machine.
like truck stop.
Remember, I was like-
has anyone ever bought a condom out of the vending machine in a bathroom at a bar?
Like a truck
No,
stop.
but-
I never have.
Truck
No,
stop, yeah.
no,
Personally.
but I know that.
But I've seen a bunch.
Women love them because it says it all over it. Yeah.
Oh
this
no, it
is
was
a
the guy. It
woman's
was the guy that didn't show up. The guy that stood us up. That's who I thought it was going to be.
favorite. He didn't technically. Yeah, he just got the wrong day.
Oh,
Yeah, he just got the wrong
so
day.
you did it with him another day.
How about
No, we're gonna-
cologne?
We had
from,
Matt had a
the guy.
mystery guest the next day.
Cologne from the guy.
Oh, the
in
cologne,
the-
yeah. Oh, the bathroom attendant. Yeah, I've seen those guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
been to a
that's
bathroom
cool.
attendant
Yeah.
kind of
That's kinda
place.
cool.
Yeah, once, and they kicked me out.
Yeah.
They're just like, "Yeah, you're not cool enough to be in this bathroom."
Yeah.
And they actually
Matt's
asked me,
like, why doesn't my bathroom have feminine products in a vending machine, and yours has condoms?
"No, no." When I went to
You're in the wrong
nice,
bathroom, dude.
I went to the nice bathroom place. They actually told me to go piss out in the alley.
You filthy animal.
Yeah, filthy.
Yeah.
animal.
Filthy
Just
animal.
piss
when
off.
you walk into the bathroom and you don't know what to do, you have to ask the bathroom attendant like what you're supposed to be doing. They're like, "Yeah, you don't belong here."
We were at a bar yesterday, and the bathroom didn't have a toilet. It was 2 urinals and a sink.
I just came back from Spain, and I walked it. We're in the hotel. We did breakfast, and then I'm with my wife's friend, a female, and we're both going to the bathroom. And this is the first time in the hotel.
The loo.
The loo. We walk in. It says, water closet. That's what they say, WC.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We go in there. I'm thinking you go through the central door, and then there's a men's and a women's.
Yeah.
But we go through the central door, and that's it. And there are 2 stalls there. And the woman I'm with, she's like, "Oh hell no, I am not. I'm not gonna go sit in a stall next to you." And she walked out, which I don't blame her.
That's
No,
funny.
but I mean, I'm sure a guy sits there, Right. I'm sure a woman never does that.
No.
Right? But does she want to? I mean,
You don't
you know,
wanna do that
Only
in
if
front
no
of
one's
anyone.
in there.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh man, that's my favorite thing is like really letting loose, and then have somebody, or somebody lets loose, and I'll be like, dude, no, don't have the tacos again, man. That's bad.
I'll save some bathroom stories for another time. Not right now, but it's funny. You actually get like you
That's
actually
one of the questions. Favorite bathroom story.
no. So the funny thing.
Tips for bathroom.
So I mean, obviously, I'm just in a men's bathroom, but you actually gauge a man's health by the way he uses the bathroom. Did you know that?
What, aggressively?
No, I'm not even talking about like number two. Like say number one, he's at the urinal and he's like.
Did you just say number one and number two?
No, just number one. Like he's grunting. He's like, I mean, something's wrong.
He's masturbating. He's not going to the bathroom.
He's got like a prostate problem or something. I don't know what's going
here,
on.
I would think.
we went to.
He needs some saw palmetto or something, So
Dr. Ted.
I'll tell you the thing
Don't
that
eat
threw me
tomatoes.
off. So that threw you off, Johnny. When we went to Costa Rica, we're in Tamarindo, Costa Rica, and when you take a shit, you don't you wipe your ass. You don't put it into the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
You
Well,
throw
even,
it into the garbage
even
can.
for women.
That's
like,
how they do in Europe.
Yeah.
In Europe
because
is-
the plumbing there is not that
plumbing.
great. Yeah,
Because the plumbing's not good enough
I
to.
was in Southeast Asia. It's the
Yeah.
same thing. You have to you can't throw it in the
It
toilet.
gives
You have
whole
to throw
new
it,
definition to a wastebasket.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now.
What about the bidet? Don't they have the bidet? So you don't need the toilet paper.
I mean,
to get the
I don't
There
know.
was no bidets anywhere.
No bidets.
okay.
But yeah, when you take a morning dump and you throw it, and you're just like, wow, it's overwhelming.
So while I find this riveting, I'm going to move on
please.
from the poop talk.
and shit talk. And
Right,
ladies and
right.
gentlemen,
Movement.
thank you, and
All
welcome to Shit
right.
Talk.
So this next question is, if you could have anyone in the world on the show, who would it be?
Jesus Christ!
I
I'm
know
just
who
kidding. I don't-
Matt's
I don't-
answer
I
is.
don't want that.
You don't?
I do.
Oh, I know who we
I
want.
think I
to.
do.
I do
Shit.
too. You've said it before.
You might have to write it on a piece of paper.
Bullshit. You have no idea who I would really, really pick.
I
You have
think
no
Matt
idea.
would,
I know
I
who
think
he
Matt
wants,
would pick Johnny B.
Well, like in
That's
human,
what I was
in,
thinking,
what are you
too,
talking
but-
about in human history,
Well,
or just like a
it's
normal?
definitely somebody he wants on the show.
No,
but
Ted.
I don't know if it's his
a
number
real
one.
act. Here, so Ted's like not George Washington, not
Nobody
Attila
who's
the
dead.
Hun. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A
Not
real
that
life
baseball
person.
player from the
Elvis,
1920s.
he's not dead. We all know
Babe
that.
Ruth right behind you. Babe Ruth. Okay.
Yeah.
Elvis is still alive.
So probably if I had two choices, it would be Johnny B. Just because I love Johnny B.
You just said we have no idea, and we guessed it right off.
You have no idea.
But the other one would be, I think the other one would be Barack Obama.
Ooh.
He'd be
Oh,
good.
interesting.
How about Mojo Nixon?
Is that the Mojo Rising? I don't know.
Flo-
Who's
Flo-
Mojo
Never
Nixon?
Flojo?
I don't know who that is. But yeah, but that's who I would pick. So
I guess I would say Britney Spears just to find out what's going on because apparently
Because the media's not doing a good enough job about what's going on in your life.
people are posting on her Instagram and they think it's like a family conspiracy and they're like literally have her like locked up in the basement kind of thing. So I'd have her on and find out what's going on.
that's got
We'd
to be
probably have to do it in her basement though, because she's locked up down there.
Right.
So we'd go down there.
no, but that's got to be a terrible thing. I mean,
Oh,
there she
yeah.
is, somebody who's unbelievably talented, right? And whose parents did nothing but fuck her over. I mean, what is her and this
And
is
she
weird.
hates her sister and her sisters, and on her Instagram, it's like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy for you," and it's like, "Okay, what the fuck's going on here?"
Well, I mean, that could be super fake, but yeah, I mean, I always feel bad for all the like the child actors and the singers and stuff who just are forced into this. I don't know if you ever saw this thing. I don't know if it's different, but you ever seen this thing where they do the little kids beauty pageants?
Oh my God!
Yeah, like
yes.
John Benet Ramsey, that type of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I-
For
horrible.
6-year-olds, like 6-year-olds.
And I know
Yeah.
there's a TV show that it's been on for years.
Yeah.
They watch it.
Oh,
I
that
watched-
Honey Boo one or something,
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
The
the same-
dancing moms. Yeah, I've seen that
But
one.
I
Yeah.
saw one of them, and I probably watched it for about 20 minutes, and I'm just like, I can't watch this anymore. I can
No.
never.
Can you imagine sexualizing your kid like that?
No, I
Right.
know.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
your kid.
Right. And it's just so weird to me. And I'm just like, I can't be part of what is happening there.
Right.
And I don't even know why anybody would watch it. Stop watching it. Maybe these people won't do it. But you're like embracing them and making them be like, I'm doing the right thing with my 6-year-old daughter by making her dress up in like a red, white, and blue bikini and
Yeah.
acting like
Right.
a skank.
Right.
It's like, that's not cool, man. That's not what a 6-year-old does. So, yeah, that's
Who would you want on, Ted?
yeah.
Honestly,
One of them 6-year-old
no,
Like a super hot?
No. There's no such
super hot
There's no
one,
such
no.
thing as there's no such thing as a super hot
I
6-year-old. by
want
the way,
the winner. I want the winner.
That's a good answer, Ted. Good answer.
He likes that one. See,
Yeah.
I'm playing chess on this one. You can't.
Right.
I didn't fall for that shit. So yeah. So no, honestly, okay. If we're talking about,
I'll take one of the more desperate
We would
ones.
have been deleted. We would be deleted this episode. We
He was
might
like,
be
HR
deleted.
just asked
yeah,
that
just
question.
HR. Yeah. So no, if we're talking about like modern, if we're talking.
Those 6-year-old winners are fucking snubby bitches.
Oh my God!
Third place is for me.
No, I mean honestly, if we were to just talk about like people who are in the news right now, like I mean not historical
Someone
figures.
alive.
Yeah, someone alive
Right.
right now. I mean just based on just Elon Musk, Kanye West, or Donald Trump. Not because I'm in love with them, but just because they're very fascinating characters, and just to hear them,
my God,
to ask them honest questions, to see what they have to say.
Elon Musk would be. If he would really answer all the questions that we asked.
Yeah.
I would love to have Elon Musk
Yeah.
on.
Because I mean,
Why did you step down as CEO?
I just
Did he or did
I mean, he just
He
bought
just
Twitter.
did.
He bought
Oh, he did?
Twitter.
Okay.
He did
bought
today.
Twitter. Yeah, but he's obviously like he's
just
obviously
stepped down.
we
Yeah.
might agree with
Still
him,
owns
but
it,
I mean,
though.
obviously he's obviously a very intelligent,
No,
probably
no,
second richest
no,
person in the
no,
world.
no. Stop right there. You're gonna make me really angry.
You're already angry.
He is. Maybe he scores well on
You're right.
a test.
Are you triggered?
He's a fucking moron.
Are you triggered?
He spent $44 billion on a piece of shit
No, but
fucking
see,
software application.
I think he
I'm
did it
sorry.
to shut it down.
He's an idiot.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I would
Full-blown
have
idiot.
so
So
I would,
we need him. We're
I
idiots
called
too.
it.
We're
I
idiots too.
called it. I'm not doing it after the fact. When that all started, I'm like, this guy is a moron. He has no idea how to run. It's not. If you want to do technology, that Twitter application is not a technology problem. It's a social problem.
Yeah,
and
for
he's
sure.
not. And he's on the
yep,
Asperger's
yep,
spectrum.
Yep.
That's
Well,
the
I think-
stupidest
no,
thing
no,
I've ever heard in my
I
life.
think we know that. I think he is on the spectrum. I
socially,
think he
yeah,
does.
he's- yeah.
He probably does have some type of Asperger. But that's why he's so hyper
They
focused.
don't.
does.
They don't
It's
call it that
documented.
anymore.
Yeah.
By the way.
He's
Yeah.
on the spectrum.
A spectrum. He's
You're
on the
right,
spectrum.
you're right.
He's
You
on the
can't-
spectrum.
yeah,
You can't say that, but you could say. But he's definitely.
just
Because that guy was
Yeah.
actually the opposite of.
Yeah, I just learned that the
Oh,
other day.
so-
You're right.
So Mark,
I
yeah.
would have Lynn Bramer on.
Who?
Wow, Lynn Bramer
yeah.
from WXRT.
Yeah.
Jeez, he's so focused. I mean, there's
Dude,
probably
he's a
99%
very
of the
interesting,
people have
smart,
no idea who he
awesome
is.
guy. Yeah.
Right. All the XRT disc jockeys.
They
were
are.
pretty
You know,
cool.
I like them all. But
grew
I
up
like
with them.
Lynn Bramer's because he's a Chicago guy.
Yep.
He's just got so much knowledge, and he's got one of those memories. He never forgets anything, and he's
Yeah.
an awesome storyteller.
Yeah.
And that's what makes him a great storyteller. He remembers everything. And he knows, I mean, a lot of musicians.
So he's the
I'm into
opposite of
music,
Ted.
No, actually, just to go back, actually, you know what I'd like for comedians, Dave Chappelle or Bill Burr or Joe Coy. Those guys would be funny
Dave
on the
Chappelle
show.
would be awesome.
Yeah.
Those guys would be good on
Yeah,
the show.
I feel like if you could get Chappelle on and just talk.
Shout
and
out
just,
to any of those guys.
yeah.
Dave Chappelle.
And I'm not a big Bill Burr guy. I don't.
But I mean, but he's clever. But I'm not saying he's like the best comic ever. But
he's hot
funny.
right now. He's
I
the
think
one that's
he's
on.
funny
Yeah,
and
okay.
he's hot.
No, he
I
got
think
canceled.
I think
Canceled.
he's this
He got-
close to being the one who was canceled.
No, he almost got
bringing
canceled.
not-
He said a lot of like anti-women things, and like
Well, he
they
has a
tried to
black
cancel
wife.
him. Yeah, but they tried to cancel him a few years
But is
ago,
she
and he
gay?
kind of came back. And he kind of came back from that, which
Hold
is
on, hold
tough to
on a
do.
Because then he can't be canceled.
That's bullshit. You can have a black wife and still be anti-woman. I mean, you could. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. You still be a jag off.
Dave Chappelle has a Filipino wife, and actually, like I guess he got some hate mail from some Asian women who wanted to cancel him because he made some jokes about Asian women. But he's got
that's
an
back
Asian
to
wife.
that guy thing where it's like, we tend to make fun of each other, guys do.
Yeah.
And so if you have that in your life, then you're like, oh, I can make fun of this. And it's like, some people don't find that funny.
I wonder about how much the stuff that's on social media with these comedians that they're doing on Instagram now. It's like on everybody's feed, at least mine. How much is that dated and how much is that like now? Because some of the stuff is like, holy shit, he's going to get canceled for doing that.
Right, like stuff Chappelle said back in the day. It was
Yeah, and well, he's
kind
kind
of
of still
insane.
doing that now too. I mean,
Yeah.
he's challenging the whole world to cancel him. He's like on that, and I think he's doing a favor for a lot of comedians right now, and a lot of people like, oh, if Dave Chappelle could say it, I could say it too.
Right.
And then people are like, oh yeah, okay, so it's not so bad anymore. My wife was telling me the other day, she's like, I think this whole cancel culture has peaked, and now it's like everyone's over that and not being as offended by some of the jokes, right? I mean, you could be offended by
but
shit that people says that's really targeted, but comedians.
But here's the big
hard to cancel
here's the big
comedian,
here's
right.
the big takeaway though. The big takeaway is that
What's the
when,
point?
when you got all the money in the world, really kind of uncancelable. Where like an average person, like say me, for example,
for real,
I'm
yeah.
cancelable. But like you really can't.
You are because you can't say I was
That's
just
what Harvey
joking.
Weinstein
I was
thought.
just joking,
you
but
can't,
no.
you can't cancel Kanye West because even if you cancel him, he's still got $1 billion.
Oh, he's canceled.
Yeah, he is.
He's
Tiger Woods is
canceled.
still $1 billion. Elon Musk has billions of dollars. So even if he says incendiary things that offend a lot of people, you still got $1
I
billion.
would say Harvey and Tiger basically got canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, well,
And
what's
rightfully so.
what's his
You know.
name? Louis C.K.
Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah,
Oh, that
he's
Louis
back.
C.K. Louis
Yeah.
C.K. Yeah.
Well,
In a
everybody
small
forgets
way.
though. But everybody forgets.
Oh no, he's touring. He's going to be here. He's
All
doing
right,
it like,
wait. So here's another question that goes right along with this.
Okay.
If you were going to have a person on the show, if someone was going to be on the show, and you would say, "I will not be on this show if that person is on," who would that be?
I have no
Trump.
I have no tolerance limit.
Really?
Limit,
It would
yeah.
have to be for me. It would be a politician, and I would say it would be somebody who lies.
There's no-
And
there-
all
Marjorie Taylor
politicians
Greene,
lie.
no,
to
but
some
there-
degree.
but there's
it would be
nobody-
somebody who is just like, what the? I mean,
No,
come
but
on.
there's, for me personally, there's nobody out there in this world that offends me that much that I wouldn't be in the same room with them. You know, not that I agree with them necessarily, but I mean, I would never be offended enough to.
What
you know,
about the guy who hung himself?
Epstein?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no. I mean, for me, there's
You'd
no.
be fine.
I mean, I'm not fine. I'm just saying.
You
But the point is,
want to go golf with him?
no. I mean, he's
No.
not my friend.
No,
but the point is,
no,
if I
I couldn't bite my tongue. It would be.
But who
Yeah.
would be on here that you'd just be like, you'd walk downstairs, you'd see him,
Yeah.
and you just walk away?
Or her. Well,
Or
no.
her.
Here, so
Or
so
her.
I'll be the one.
Marjorie Taylor
here.
Greene.
Right. So right.
Yeah,
so
oh,
so
there.
I that was
It's
my
funny.
question.
We're all coming up with politicians.
And I thought about that, right? And I thought about I would say Trump or Marjorie Taylor Greene, but you know what? I wouldn't.
wanna
I
call
would
them out.
want. Yeah, I would want to.
actually the
call
more
them out.
actually the more polarizing they are, I'd want them more. I'd want the more, and not that they're my buddies or anything, but yeah, just to hear what they have to say objectively. I'm not going to judge them. Let them say what they're going to say. In fact, we already know what they're going to say, right? We already know in a way,
Right.
so we're giving them a platform.
well,
and
you
yeah,
know that's a good point.
You know.
Yeah. I was the platform. Somebody whom I wouldn't want to give a platform to. Maybe somebody who was like convicted of like a heinous crime,
Right.
and now they're out of jail now.
Yeah.
they're
Or
selling
they
a
got
book.
and they're selling a book
Yeah,
or something
yeah,
like
I mean-
that.
I mean, would
they're
you
on the
have-
show.
would you-
I mean, I would be like, okay,
would
like
you have-
Ted said, we're
would you-
giving them a platform.
Would you
I'm
have,
not going to be a part
Would you
of
have
this.
John Wayne Gacy on the show or the Green River Killer on the show, or Ted Bundy on the show?
No.
But that's
No.
in a way what you would be doing with Marjorie, Trump, or whatever. You're giving them that platform,
Yeah.
right? Like Kanye, I saw a thing on the news where they were like, should we just not talk about him, or should we talk about him? It's like that's the difficult conversation,
Yeah.
right? I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is.
Yeah,
but-
because you know what? I'll bet you here, Kanye, Trump, Marjorie Taylor Greene. No matter what you thought
They're
you
all
could
the same
do,
person.
They are though. But no matter what you thought you could do, they could probably out-talk you, right?
Right.
Like their skew of whatever it is, like you'd be like, oh man, I'm gonna call that bitch out, and I don't care about Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's a fucking bitch, but yeah, I'll call her out, I'll call Trump out, I'll call these people out, you know, these fucking racists, Nick Fuentes, you know, these kind of people, right? But they'd beat you.
Yeah.
They would.
No,
They
but
would
they
beat
just
you.
lie.
but it's not about that. It's because
No,
you know,
it
because
is.
it's not a contest. It's not about.
Fuck yeah, it is.
It's
It
not.
is.
It's not that they're
That's-
beating you. You're letting them talk, but it's almost like satire because it's like let them say whatever they want because let rational people make their own decisions. It's,
Well,
it's like,
well, we've
it's like-
seen where
it's-
that got us.
No,
Yes.
but it's like
Yeah,
when Jerry.
rational people elected fucking Donald Trump.
Yeah.
No,
And,
Matt's
and
right.
rational
though.
people are going to try to elect DeSantis, who literally is canceling gay people.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck, man? Move on, motherfucker.
It is hard.
Gay boys.
He's doing he wants to do a deep study into the vaccine. You know, the thing that allows us to kind of go around a little bit without
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
It's
I
hard.
think
Those
they would
people-
outdo
No,
us.
no, but
They
see,
would
it
beat
would
us.
be
but see-
hard to engage those
but
people.
see what happens
and
is-
then-
but
and
see,
like
you're
figure what the hell's going on
but
because they
you're-
would gaslight you. Just your head
But
would
but
be
you see,
spinning.
but on the other hand, you're falling into that trap of like when you kind of cancel somebody and you blacklist something, you actually make it more desirable to somebody else. Like remember when they outlawed alcohol back in the 1920s? People wanted it even more. So when you do that, you actually make it more alluring.
Wait, is that why we drink every day, Ted? Since the 1920s?
Because they might outlaw
but listen,
alcohol.
Marjorie Taylor Greene
it's time
has
to
her.
move on because I have a
all
good
right.
question.
I agree.
We're doing two
I
parts.
agree.
Because of this. Because
Love
of
this question.
All
It's
right.
coming up.
So, Ted, how would you describe a Three Idiots podcast in which you drank 3 cans of Diet Coke rather than a quart of Crown Royal? And hold on. And second, Matt, how would you describe a show doing the show on 3 cans of Dr. Pepper versus 9 bottles of Modelo Negro? Better? Worse? What do you think?
You mean if I was sober?
Well, the good news is,
Yeah, I guess
Right.
that's a
If
long
I-
way of saying,
if-
how would you do the show sober?
if I knew that was going to happen, I would have done 3 edibles before I got here, and then did the Diet Coke or the Coke Zero gladly. So yeah, so it would have been the same effect. So
you never drank Coke Zero. You never drank it. You bought it, but you never drank it. Yeah, that was the best part about it. But you know what? I probably if I didn't drink, I would probably be a little bit more glib, and I would probably pay a little bit more attention.
Glib.
Yeah, but I mean, no. Reality is, it probably as things get later on in the show, I probably get a little bit dumber because I've had too many drinks.
we
But
laugh a lot more, that's for sure.
yeah, but I mean, part of the premise when we started this out was Teddy and I are going to drink. Stan was going to do his thing that he does to alter his lifestyle, okay? And that was
judging.
going to be what it was. It was just going to be 3 guys sitting in a bar and you getting what happens, as it goes on. Like there's probably normal conversations, and then as John does 5 shots, he's going to change the way he thinks.
His
right?
eyes lit up because that was
like Dr. Jekyll. You're not.
his eyes lit up because that was
Mr. Hyde
shot
now.
number
You're
5.
Mr.
Yeah,
You're
that was his
Mr. Hyde.
first
You're
shot,
Mr.
yeah.
Hyde now.
And here's the funny thing: he's done 5 shots, and not one time has that son of a bitch passed over. And how many shot glasses are over there that you haven't passed me over one goddamn shot? You piece of
Oh,
shit.
now you're doing it. Yeah.
This is
thanks.
this is what Ted busted Brian and my
Just
chops for.
Just keep it now.
peach flavored whiskey,
We don't want it.
and it's so delicious.
It is. It's
Is that
fantastic.
like the bird dog or something?
Yeah,
right?
bird dog, yeah.
Steven loves that
No,
too.
I'll be honest with you. If we did this show without any type of substance in us, I think we'd do a good job.
Without any
I think
substance in us.
Nothing. Like no alcohol, no nothing. Yeah, we'd be fine. We could do it.
I remember Matt telling me the premise of it, and he said you were going to be drunk, Stan was going to be whatever he does, and Matt was going to be sober. And then I listened to the first few, and I was like,
And none
"Are
of
you
that
guys
happened.
really not drinking?
Yeah, none
like,
of that-
I
none of
don't,
that
I don't know
happened.
if
None
you're
of that
drinking
happened,
or
so,
not
yeah, so-
drinking."
Yeah, no. There's a good fair amount of drinking, and it was weird because we would have guests come in, right? Like especially at the beginning when we would have guests come in and they would see us. I was like, "Hey man, just make sure you understand that we're going to be drinking the whole time." And I feel like some people sat here and watched us open up beer after beer, like the gun guy.
He
right?
wouldn't drink,
Yeah, and he didn't. Yeah,
and good for him.
yeah, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people that came in,
He's like, this is my livelihood. I'm not
yeah,
drinking.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, well,
I-
if they're
I-
representing their business,
Yeah.
they don't want
I
to.
have no problem with that, but yeah, I mean, so I don't know. I would never drink Dr Pepper.
No,
I'd
actually,
rather
no,
be dead.
that's a good. That's a good idea. One
thought
time
you
we
liked
should
Dr.
do
Pepper.
one show with nothing, just completely.
Dude, this is coming from a guy
Completely.
who both John and Mark can attest to this. You got so fucked up a couple times that you stopped talking and you just played on your phone, right? I mean, both you guys saw that.
I was, 'cause I was googling the real 3 idiots. I just want to see what was going on.
No, you have no idea how to find the show. So yeah, I you know what
It would be
it's-
different, right?
Yeah, it would be
Okay.
different. It's just not. It's not the thing. Like I've
But it
listened to
wouldn't- it
other
wouldn't
shows.
be better.
No.
Okay.
I've listened to other shows and they just talk and they moan and they complain and they whine about things and I'm just like no.
And those are shows that are edited.
Yeah, those
And
are
we're not edited.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it too. That's the thing I said is. If you sat down, if you were unfortunate enough to go to Howard Street and sit next to us and have to listen because, you brought your whole family and you had to listen to Ted and I and John and Mark.
There's a lot of families in
yeah,
Howard Street Inn.
yeah. That's what you're going to get.
It's like Chuck E. Cheese
Yeah.
families. It's like,
Yeah,
wow.
so
it's
that's
just like,
that's the
it's
way it
like-
works. That's
So
the way
that
it
was
works.
one of the questions next. Next one was like, are there other current podcasts that are similar to your shows? Like, do
Actually,
you,
let me
do
start.
you know any?
Yeah,
Joe
actually,
Rogan?
I actually did. That was my question, and to my knowledge, I haven't
Ted's
listened
going
to
to
anything
answer his own
recently.
question.
I haven't heard anything that's
He's done that every time.
kind of, I haven't heard anything.
I think
that's-
this would be exactly like Joe Rogan's show if we said stupid stuff and Matt kissed our ass.
Yeah.
It's
For
Oh,
3
dude,
hours.
really?
For 3 hours.
You mean
4 hours or whatever
vaccines
it is.
are illegal, or you shouldn't do them?
Well,
or
you're
you
so
stick
right.
Your tongue in my butt?
Here's what Joe Rogan does. Obviously, Joe Rogan, he gets 11 million listeners like a week. He's got the highest ranked podcast in the country. We all know that. So here's what he does. Per him, this is per him. He doesn't do any research.
No.
He just gets a guest on and he starts asking them questions, and they're controversial guests. But because it's Joe Rogan, he's automatically getting a shitload of listeners already. So yeah, he could just kind of coast to it.
His thing
Coast through
is
it.
to sort of play the devil's advocate where you're like, and I know this is old school, but an example, it's like, oh no, vaccines don't actually work. And he's like, really? And he's like, let me bring on a guest who will talk about how they don't work.
Right.
And he's like, dude, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. I remember
okay.
that show. I remember that show,
Except
yeah.
fuck nuts. Polio's gone, and fucking measles are gone,
Yeah.
and mumps are gone, and whatever's everything's gone.
Yeah.
none of the
Well, it's coming
scientific
back now
evidence.
because of the.
But you get some fucking guy who acts like he's a scientist, but he's a piece of shit, right?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people out there, unfortunately, who call themselves experts, and they talk good enough, and they're
Right.
smart enough, who are just believable enough where you might believe them, but
They're what?
just because they can do that doesn't mean they're right.
They're the person that comes in the
Doesn't mean they're right.
1940s musical, right?
yeah.
The whatever that musical is, where the guy comes into the town and
Not
he likes
not cats.
snake
Oh,
Snake
yeah,
oil
yeah.
salesman, the
Yeah,
snake
yeah.
oil
Oh.
salesman. Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
It's that guy,
Yeah.
right?
The
And then
Music
everyone's
The
like,
Music Man.
Is it the Music
Music
Man?
Yep,
Man.
the
And
Music
like,
Man,
oh yeah,
yeah.
eat it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
He's got
so
his-
smart.
Yeah.
His,
Yeah.
Monorail.
Yeah.
That's what, like the Springfield monorail.
It's like
Music
it's
Man,
like the
yeah.
Carnival Barker from the 1800s.
Right.
He's a smooth talker.
Right.
It's a snake oil salesman where it's like, if you buy this elixir, it'll cure
Right.
polio or leprosy or whatever was the common malady back in the day, or
And
scarlet fever.
Here's my
so-
problem. Here's my problem. Going back to the old stuff that we were talking about before. I was raised this way. Question everyone. Like, be a pessimist,
Yeah.
a skeptic.
Oh, yeah, for
when
sure.
someone, if something sounds too good to be true, guess what? It fucking is. End of story. End of story. If someone's like, hey, you buy this Bitcoin, you buy this NFT.
I bought crypto. Come on, man. Okay, I'm down a lot, but I did.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah, of course I know.
So you can question everything and have that, but don't necessarily rule.
not rule it out, but
Right.
do your due diligence.
Sure,
Don't
yeah.
just accept
It's
and-
okay. Yeah, it's okay. Just
And
I
the
agree,
most
yeah.
important thing is, who's telling you this?
Yeah.
If
What's
you,
the source? That's what I
Right.
tell my kids. Where are
If
you
you're
getting
like,
this from?
if
Joe
you're
Rogan?
like, hey, let me go see if Biden's an asshole, and I go to Fox News. Well,
Right.
that's stupid.
Right.
Go to an independent source who measures stats objectively and tell me whether he's doing a good job or not.
Yeah.
Don't go to someone who hates him and then listen to him. Just
No, you know what? I agree 100%. Like here's the thing, and this is weird, and I'm not saying that we're better than.
By
Joe.
the way, wait, sorry.
Okay.
Hey, thanks, Joe, for lowering gas prices. Right? I know as well as everyone in this room that he had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, the president.
But everyone's like, "Oh, they're 450." Fuck you, Joe Biden.
The president
Yeah.
has
now
nothing-
they're two something.
hilarious.
And then you lower it.
The
Did
president
you ever
has
see
nothing to
those
do with
stickers
goes-
on all the pumps?
Yeah.
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 The president has
Yeah.
nothing to do with gas prices.
No.
Right.
Nothing.
I know.
It's supply and
Nothing.
demand. But anyway,
and,
sorry.
and no. I would say this: if you objectively put our show and Joe Rogan's show next to each other and let people listen, I feel like there's a lot of people that would like this. And yeah, we're never going to have on. I'm not going to have on. Everybody loves Raymond, and I'm not going to have on Jennifer Aniston, and I'm not going to have on. The MMA. The whatever. But do you really care about any? Teddy, and it's funny. Teddy says this all the time. It's like, okay, so we got Jennifer Aniston on and we talked to her. Who gives a shit, right? What's Jennifer Aniston going to say? What is any of these super famous people going to say that we care about? No, nothing. I mean, it's a lot more fun, and I'll be honest with you, it's a lot more fun talking to a lunatic woman from the middle of Nebraska who within the first 2 minutes of the show.
Supposedly.
No. Within the first 2 minutes of the show,
allegedly.
yeah, tells
Allegedly.
us that she saw, not only did she see a puma, but she saw a Bigfoot in her yard.
I can't even braid my hair anymore without thinking of her.
So
Isn't that funny?
every
That's
time,
incredible.
yeah, every time I see anyone with a braided hair, I just think,
Right.
I just want to listen, and it doesn't
Did
mean
they
anything
sneak
because
in?
no, because I walk through Jewel or something like that, right? And I know these people have never listened to the show, but I want to walk up and go, you see. You got a Bigfoot, right? And they would be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, call the police." But
I got two.
yeah.
Size 14's right there.
I'll be honest with you. I think everyday people are more interesting than these like so-called celebrities. I
Oh,
mean,
hell yeah.
I mean, I've heard celebrity interviews, and they, other than the fact that they're famous and they're already famous, by the time you just talk to them, they're just normal people that just do normal things. They're not aliens from another fucking planet. Like
Isn't it
We don't
funny
know
though?
that.
Like they all say that they were nerdy and ugly when they were kids.
yeah.
Right,
Or-
yeah.
or-
I get so tired of hearing
so,
that.
so, for example, they did an interview with Fred Couples, who's a world famous golfer, for example, like years ago.
Like
And-
you?
No, not me. So, but the point is, they interviewed this guy, and he's just like, they interviewed him like, what do you like to do for fun, Fred? And he's like, oh, I just go to my
golf.
I go to my garden. I like to putt around the house and sleep. Yeah, just it was the most
Is the garden
dull.
a metaphor for something?
It was the most. It was the fucking dullest thing ever. Yeah. So the fact that this guy has world class golf ability, other than that, he's just a fucking regular dude who's a boring dude who just happens to have world class golf ability. Other than that, he's a fucking bore.
But I will tell you this
He's a
too.
fucking bore.
With actors, in general, they're actors. How could you believe anything they're doing in a social media or talk show platform? How could you think that is genuinely who they are? Because they could just fucking turn it on and turn it off in a heartbeat. They could be a completely different person.
Man, I've been acting. I've been acting this whole time.
That's Mark. That's Mark, by the way, motherfucker.
I know. Mark, I've been acting this whole time.
Acting!
I've been acting this whole time. I'm a thespian.
Yes, acting.
I've lied about
Brilliant.
I've lied about everything. I hear you.
All
I
right.
see you, motherfucker.
Yeah, you see me. All right, so
we're going to move on.
Right.
The next one is going to be your favorite guest.
I know Mark's Bigfoot lady. He loved her.
Yeah, I did like her a lot, actually.
No, you did not. He literally at one point when I tell him he's going to be on, he's just like, "Do you want me to show up for that one?"
Right.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
was
That's my problem,
frustrating
right?
with
Because it's
that.
like, okay,
Actually,
dude, there's no
yeah,
fucking Bigfoot.
I know. It was
right?
like, how am I going to engage a person that actually literally thinks that not only is Bigfoot real, but they've been around the Bigfoot, and the Bigfoot, they're special to this person.
And that's
Yeah,
my
okay,
problem
but
when
best
someone
guess.
starts talking about, real quick, that's my problem when someone starts talking about astrology. And I'm just like, okay, now I have to pretend like you're not
I
insane.
loved our astrology guest.
It's fun to talk about, but it's like, come on, dude.
How can you not think? Hold on a second. How can you not think that somehow we're connected to the Earth and the sky?
That's not what astrology is about.
Yes, it's the connection. I don't.
It's not. It's about
This is the
using
this is the argument we had.
It's about using that connection, which
There
is
are-
a fact, to say, oh, because of this is how your day is going to play out. if
Here's
this
how
lines up
I
with
put
that,
it.
and-
There
But
are
I don't
there
think
are
that's-
now 8 billion people in the world,
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
and there are 12
I
astrology
did not help.
signs.
And 9 billion podcasts.
Hold on. But hold on. Okay.
All right, yeah,
All right.
let's
Listen.
move on. Let's move on.
I'm not. All I'm going to say. I'm not going to do
go
that.
ahead. No, go
Best
ahead.
guest.
No, go
Best
ahead.
guest. Teddy. Best guest. Your favorite
I'll
guest.
be honest with
If you remember any of them.
No, I'll be honest with you.
And it can't be me.
Well, now you are a guest officially.
Yeah.
So.
Technically, right now you
Yeah.
are a guest, Johnny.
So no, I actually like the. Obviously, I like the travel agent guy. That guy, Mark Janis. He was
Mark
cool.
Janis,
he was
yeah.
cool. Yeah, he was a cool dude. I
Yeah.
liked him. He was cool.
No, that was very cool.
Yeah, I like that guy. So
All right, Johnny.
The gun guy was good. I like the gun guy was good.
Gun guy was good because you know the cool
He
thing
was realistic.
He was very realistic, right? I mean,
was good, yeah.
I mean, he wasn't like pro gun. He
very,
wasn't like
very,
anti.
very,
you know-
very practical.
yeah.
I respect someone who can be like, look,
objective
here are the
information.
facts.
Objective
Right.
You make
information.
your
Yeah, he
decision.
wasn't pro anything. Yeah, just
yeah,
the
yeah.
facts.
I do like that. Mark.
Brian Buckman, because he brought beer for us. Well, actually, so did
Ryan Tracy from
did
Bear
as
on the
well.
Wall.
Those
yeah,
were
both
both
those
very
guys were,
good
yeah,
episodes.
Yeah, those are like 1 and 2 for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it when Brian was on, and I liked Ryan. Ryan was on prior to him.
Yeah.
But that was a cool connection too. But last week with Sarah was awesome, and Elizabeth. I know she's technically a guest, but she just assimilated herself onto the show and just annihilated Ted, which was fucking great. And she's been on twice. I mean I think Sarah and Elizabeth last week was right there.
I might have to change mine to Elizabeth.
Oh,
But, I should mention just Brian. Brian's my favorite guest because
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
bromance. I don't want to.
You
fuck
love
that up.
You love that motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck that up.
yeah.
And you know what the great thing about Brian is that I the one time he came on, we planned it, but the second time he came on, it was just like we wanted a guest. We just wanted somebody to come on and just kind of be an alternate thing. And that was the great thing about Mick and Brian and Dave and Julia and Jimmy, right? All these people that just came on and were just like, hey man, like I'm doing this thing. And this is a nothing. It's like a nothing, but they were like, hey man, I want to be there for you. Yeah. And that's the thing, like when we did that first live show.
You're there for me?
No, not for you, Teddy.
That was
Not
my
for you.
favorite guest was
But-
Jen Rose.
Yeah. But when we did that first live show and I set everything up and I'm looking out at all the people that I'm just going to do this that care about me and
Aw,
it just
he's crying a little
No,
bit right
no.
now.
Does it care about you?
He's cutting onions.
No, I'm not Teddy. I'm not fucking with you right now. Honestly, I'm looking out at all these people and they're like, hey man, I'm there for you. and it made me feel it made me feel really good, you know, and it made me think, you know what, I got to be a better friend to people when they need me. You know, because
we're humans.
all these people were there for me.
Social.
I mean, think about
Did
it.
nobody show him the flyer that said free food and beer?
Nope.
Listen to me.
This
Listen,
is something different from my brother. I have not really heard this. So
No, but I mean, Mick didn't have to do any of that. Mick didn't have to come on and bring his guitar and sing songs and do all that stuff and play his bit. You know, with that we had
I
him
remember
do.
that. Yeah, it was very early.
wrote
Yeah,
up the
I remember
bit,
that. Yeah, I
right?
remember that. That was
He
good.
didn't have to do that, and Brian didn't have to do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's really cool that people are just like, listen,
Yeah, people
I
care.
feel like this is a thing, and I want to help you do your thing, right? And I just feel like you got to kind of pay that forward, man.
And we have a good community. We're doing something tomorrow as a group of guys at golf and whatever tomorrow, and there'll be like 50, 60 guys.
Yeah, the
hanging
filthy
out.
leprechauns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just it's just amazing that I'll be honest with you. I don't really know any of my other friends outside of this group that have that relationship.
Yeah, it's just this really cool thing. Like, you know, like people will say, and I'll say this, and I know Jimmy's going to listen to the show, and I'll be like, you know, he's this guy, and he's a jerk, and he's a whatever, and people will say whatever they say, but I'll tell you right now, listen, he's a good guy. And when push comes to shove, he's going to shove people out of the way and save you. I mean, he's just a good guy, and that's what all these people are, and that's that thing that makes you feel so fucking awesome. I mean, 50 shows, and without our friends, it doesn't happen. Yeah. It literally doesn't happen. I mean, shit, the first one, you know, after a couple, this thing could have been dead. We could have been like every other podcast. We come up with a really cool name, come up with a really neat website, and then 3 shows later,
You're
don't
selling
exist.
the microphones. The mics are all on eBay.
And now we're buying
at a
additional microphones
garage
headphones.
sale. At a garage sale.
Yeah. So, all right. So I did not pick my favorite. What's your favorite, Jack?
I said Jen Rose.
Yeah, Jen was awesome. Her mom
So
and dad showed up.
I chatted with her for about
Yeah.
a half an hour beforehand, and I wasn't supposed to, but we just really connected.
No,
and
no talking with guests before
Right,
the show.
right.
That's,
But,
that's our rule.
she's a really cool person. Just
Yeah, and I thought
Yeah.
honestly, I thought the life coach thing was kind of weird. But when she kind of talked about, like what she does and how she helps people and building people up, it's just like, holy shit.
You
that's
do have a respect for those people who have the
empathy.
whatever
Yeah, I
to do
appreciate
that.
I pre-
The
I appreciate
empathy
that. I
to
appreciate that, yeah.
to help people,
Because I'm
right?
not that person.
No,
Yeah.
no. I don't think anybody that knows me would ever say,
Yeah.
he's there to help you.
Yeah.
He's there to support you. I'm like, I'm not a support guy. I'm a shit in your face kind of guy when things go bad.
Actually, you know what
right?
I'm gonna do? I'm gonna build you up, then I'm gonna burn you down. Just on the golf course, though. Just I'm gonna say, hey man, you're doing a good job.
No,
right until you're
not
not,
on
and
the
then I'll be
golf
like,
course.
oh,
I got-
you
yeah.
know what? You're a piece of shit.
But before you move on to another question, I'm going to say Mac Maloney, the UFO guy.
Yeah, I like that episode.
Yeah, because I like astrology and UFOs. I honestly believe there's no chance that we are the only things in the whole
So, like I said, the
galaxy.
But
US
see, as much as I disagree with that, I still enjoyed that show, and I really enjoyed his take on it. He was standoffish, like, hey, this is just kind of what I think, but nobody knows.
the
No,
funny
but
thing is, I heard
kept
some
saying that.
Don't present it as
podcasts
fact.
afterward that were saying that there's some things coming out. The way that he was saying that there's some things coming out that you are going to be really surprised about.
Yeah, but
So we'll
honestly,
see.
honestly,
We'll see.
without like the Area 51 stuff or even Mac Maloney, the U.S. Navy has bona fide has seen unidentified flying objects because they're up there at 35,000 feet seeing things that they can't identify. These are U.S. Navy fighter jets, you know, up
That
there
they
in the
can't
stratosphere.
explain.
They can't explain, yeah, and they're not the weather balloons that they try to explain. Like, Area 51. It was a weather balloon. It was a weather. You know, it's not a fucking weather balloon. No, this is a real unidentified flying object.
But you have to figure. Like us. You have to figure. There's Navy guys who go out. They get fucked up. They get in their plane and they fly around and shit happens. Right. I mean, they're not all sober.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jackie, you got any more?
I do.
Okay.
Especially because of last week. Favorite thing a guest brought?
Oh, last week I love that whatever they brought last week. That was
Wait, what is that?
So
Oh, you still got that thing?
No, that's a new one.
Are you ready? So it's favorite thing a guest brought. Okay. So last week we had Sarah Dissek on, right?
Yeah.
From the sex toys. This morning in the mail, I got the what do you call it, masturbation sleeve
Sleeve.
that I was
Yeah.
playing with.
yeah.
Yeah,
right here.
I got them. She sent me. Hold on, let me grab this thing right here.
See how
So-
Matt he opened it like it wasn't open before?
Yeah,
So
He
I
put it
did
back
not
in the
know
pack.
that Matt had that. I literally
know
just
either.
pulled that question out.
yeah.
shocked.
So here's the thing. So this is what Sarah sent me. She-
Hemorrhoid?
yeah. She sent.
Okay, John, that's a little too enthusiastic there, John. Let's take it down a notch. Let's
Johnny,
take it down a
Johnny,
notch,
I got to
right?
stick my dick in there. Take your finger out of there. So she sent me
I'm
this.
glad he said I got to and not I have.
Yeah. No.
I think he did and just rewrapped it for the show.
No. So this is why Sarah's awesome, and that's why I love last week's show. And I was listening, I think yesterday in the gym, laughing my ass off, because I got my headphones on. I'm laughing my ass off. It says, "Thanks for having me on your podcast, Matt. Here is a brand new one for you," and it says Sarah and thanks.
That doesn't have dog hair on it.
Yeah.
Please share it with the boys.
Yeah.
I
No
don't
one's.
need it. No, nobody.
She doesn't have a dick, John.
He said
My brother does not want to.
I knew you were gonna put that on the floor.
he couldn't catch it again.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah.
He
So
caught it in his mouth like a
There's
hot
stuff
dog.
on it.
Yeah.
but I can't catch it in my butt. It's not a butt thing. But yeah, so Sarah sent me a masturbation sleeve for being on the show, and that is why I love what we're doing, man.
Right.
That is just so cool.
Well, that kind of stinks. Give me those gifts back, guys.
Oh yeah, we should open the gift.
Oh yeah. Okay. So that's awesome. So Teddy and I, Mark brought Teddy and I.
Yeah, thank you, Mark.
Masturbation sleeves.
Thank you, Mark.
Some really
Wah, wah,
great.
wah.
So I would tell you this: they look like they're professionally wrapped.
I do like they are, and I like his wrapping paper. It says
Thank you.
ho ho ho.
Yeah.
No.
Ho ho.
Yeah, it's Family Guy, right? It's Family Guy. So it was funny. Jack and I were watching some Christmas Family Guys, and Santa's kidnapped, and what do you call it? Not Homer. Who's the guy? Peter.
Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin goes, "Oh, Santa Claus, ho ho ho," and Santa goes, "No, it's ho 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 ho. It's ho ho, not ho 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 ho." Yeah, so that was funny, but yeah, okay. Teddy, you ready to open these things?
Mark, with your permission.
Well, yeah, it's yeah.
Hold on.
I want you to find out what's inside. my wife wrapped.
Is this
these.
like sweaty balls?
Right?
Did your wife actually
see
wrap this?
what's
Yeah.
inside my sweaty balls.
It's very good. Very good.
Wow. Oh my God.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Thank you.
All right. Well, read the front of it though. Yours is different than his.
Show me your bush. To hell with your mountains. Show me your
Mine
bush.
says Crown Royal. I'm wearing this.
So Teddy's got a Crown Royal
Teddy's
sweater.
definitely
I'm wearing
gonna wear
this
it. They're
every fucking day.
They're ugly sweaters.
You know what?
Ugly
Oh, my
sweaters.
When I
God,
die,
these are-
this is gonna be in my coffin.
and so mine is a bush
if I get
beer
buried.
sweter that says "Show me your bush."
It's
How
on the
did you
top. It
find
says
these?
what does it say at the top?
Forget the mountains.
Yeah.
Show me your bush.
Yeah.
No, to hell with the mountains.
To hell with the mountains. Show me your bush.
mountains. Show me your
This is so cool.
Oh my God.
Perfect, right?
Thank you so much.
Oh
Thank
man. So
Thank you,
you.
Instagram.
Thank you. Thank you.
These were handmade. I don't know how old the children were, but they were handmade.
The children in Malaysia, we don't know how they
By
were.
children in China.
These literally came in a package that was, and I know because it took almost a month to get here, and the tracking was from this part of China
So was that
to another part of
DH
China. Then it came to like the U.S. And then when it came, there was absolutely nothing in it but the sweaters. Like there's no tags.
I
There's
like that.
nothing on it.
It's perfect.
We have no idea what the material's made out of. I have no. It's hilarious.
Those
But
are
I'm sure they're
amazing.
fire retardant.
It's super nice.
They are flammable.
Whoa,
Yes.
Johnny, I thought we weren't saying that word.
That's sweet,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, I just put mine on and it burns. It burns a lot. Ow.
What is yours?
Well, let's light you on fire and see what happens.
Oh my God, those are amazing.
So
To hell with-
Those are.
That's awesome.
to hell with them.
Wow.
Johnny, if you wonder why you
That
were
is cool.
replaced, yeah, no
Yeah,
gifts.
I know.
Yeah, you fucking
I
piece of shit.
understand now.
All right, Jackie, you got some more? Because we're just about done.
Let's do this one. What's something you want for Christmas? The perfect gift. But you guys have already
I just got it.
gotten
I
A
just
that.
got
Crown
it.
Royal
I just got it.
sweater.
I just got it.
Matt, well, actually, that's Matt's masturbation sweater for his masturbation sleeve. It complements your sleeve.
Oh man, you know what? Oh my God, it's almost the exact same color. All right, yeah. So yeah, I you know what? This is really nice. Now I feel here's that thing. Like when you do this, and like I worked at a school, and people gave out gifts and stuff, right? And then I never got. I'm not a gift guy, because I don't. Here's the
Well,
worst
I didn't
part.
give these expected a gift.
Right. But yeah.
Well, even like
I
our
don't
family,
trust you.
we don't really
Yeah,
exchange.
so, yeah.
Like we're just more like get together and
Yeah.
not about.
Well, here's the
Not,
yeah.
The gifts are great. You did a
Right.
great job.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! But here's the thing: I always feel bad because I feel like I don't pay attention to the things that are important to you. I just pay attention to the fun stuff.
Oh, by the way, I'm wearing this to bowling next week. I'm going to wear this to bowling, my bowling league. I'll send you a picture, by the way. So
right.
if you don't
Wait,
mind.
I thought you got kicked out of your bowling league.
No, I'm still. Dude, they need me.
Really?
Are
Because
you
haven't
on
bowled.
Thursdays?
You know why? Because I'm the fucking MVP. That's why they need me.
No, because you're a lefty.
Well, that's why I'm the MVP. So,
No,
You're a mutant freak.
do you know what type of incompetence I have to put up with every week, John?
I do.
To just get through
Yes.
those 3 games? Yeah. Then you'll know. Okay,
do.
thank you.
Ted gets to
Thank
use
you.
a fresh oil.
No,
side.
wait a minute. Aren't you the guy from the Brady Bunch? You just showed up. You fit the uniform. You fit the outfit.
He's got
They,
a
they
Greg
kicked him off the
Brady
team. He's
vibe.
like, well, I'm not really even on this team.
It's hard to play hero ball all the time. That's all I got to say. All right, so you know what I'm talking
yeah.
about.
Yeah.
I've got one more question.
Oh, okay. All right, last one, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up.
The people want to know, how did Matt and Ted meet?
Well, I can tell you that. I think you can correct me if I'm wrong.
You will be wrong.
I think we played in a softball game years ago. I want to say you were a sub on our softball team years ago.
Matt was a
I'm in
sub.
the
and you
fucking Hall of Fame,
and you
Ted. I'm in
hated
the softball Hall of
and you
Fame,
hated
you piece of
everybody
shit.
and you hated everybody on our team, including me. And I was like, wow, I wish this guy was dead, but we need him. So I think that's what happens.
We want you on that wall. We need you on that
I really
wall.
can't say that well, but we need
Matt,
to.
is that how you met him?
So Matt, how do you think you met Ted?
Yeah. No, it's we played here, hold on. I'm giving the shot glass to Johnny, but yeah. Teddy and I were playing softball. We just kind of Mikey Kofed. Mikey Kofed
Yeah, I think,
ended
yeah.
up. It was his team.
I can't remember if it was 12-inch or 6-inch, but I was thinking like
It had to be.
You
16.
want to hit cleanup? You can't handle the
No,
cleanup.
I was thinking, I was like, man, this guy's a really jerk, but we need him to bat cleanup and play shortstop. That's all I know.
Well, oh
Fuck
man,
this
this
guy.
guy's in the Hall of Fame again. I just want to mention the Hall of
I
Fame.
didn't know that.
Is this 16 inch or 12?
This was
You know,
16. It was 16.
Was it
It
16?
was for sure 16 when we started. Yeah, I didn't. I don't like playing 12-inch softball. It's not a thing. It actually
Yeah,
seems super
You know,
dangerous.
I love 16.
It is
Yeah.
dangerous.
I love
Yeah.
16, but I love my fingers more.
Yeah.
Well, it
is
transitioned
dangerous. Look
from
at Ted's
16
head.
to-
So
right,
you
but
know what Matt
this
did
12
after
inch,
that game? He came home and bragged to all of us about how well he did. He was
Yeah.
like the most amazing person ever.
He
Yeah.
probably
I
did
am.
really good.
I am.
On a co-ed league.
Yeah.
I might have done okay.
I'm Mr.
14-inch.
I'm Mr.
Mushball.
Mushball. All right. So Johnny, what about you and I? How did we meet?
Yeah, how did
You
you guys
remember?
meet?
Ooh, I didn't even think about this, so
It
Howard-
had to be.
How-
It had to
Howard
be
Street
V
Inn?
show. It had to be V
Oh,
show
V show?
stuff, right?
I guess.
Yeah, I was
V
gonna
show.
guess that.
It had to be V show
Yeah.
stuff, right? With Mick.
Yeah.
Like it had to be somewhere
think
with
so.
with that.
You
Yeah.
should probably explain what the V show is, because that sounds.
Oh man. Okay. All right.
Weird.
So here, this is the funniest thing. So when our kids were young, they were they went to a school and then they had a variety show, V show, that the parents would do, which was just an excuse. At one point, was just an excuse for wife swapping, right? I mean, that's no. I mean,
That's what they
that's
say. That's a rumor.
That's-
but just to, and I'll let you keep going. But just a quick aside. You know, people like
You
sell
never did that?
No. You
Oh,
know
no,
how
he
like
did do
I'm not
that.
saying
He
that.
did
schools
do that. Right.
sell chocolate,
Yeah.
or they sell wrapping paper, or the kids put on a performance, and then are like, "What if we let the parents do something?" So
yeah. And
So this was a variety show with the parents.
with the
yeah,
parents,
So
Okay.
for 2 weekends a year,
Yeah.
like in March, right, early
Yeah.
March, the parents would spend a couple of months getting together, and it was really just an excuse for parents to get together, drink, have some fun, get to know people. Actually, you did set, right, where we built stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got started. I moved in here. And they was like, hey, you want to get involved? You want to get on stage and act? And I said no, for no good reason, because
and I said the
obviously-
exact same thing. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not doing it. I'm like,
Right.
I'm not. Getting
But then
on
we
stage.
did it. We did it
We
for
did.
sure. Yeah.
Well, my neighbors, they were on newcomers committee, and they like, oh, we signed you up. And I'm like,
Yep.
Yeah, that's the
I
best
don't
way. That's the
wanna
best
do
way
it.
to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it seemed weird, right? It seemed totally weird,
it's
but
very weird.
So the first year, Mick, who was on the show, we did set, we built stuff. So we would show up on like Tuesdays and Thursday nights. We would go build some things in the student auditorium.
Yep.
And John was
Right.
doing it too.
Plywood.
Yeah,
Okay,
plywood and build stuff. And there were people that were actually real builders.
Oh, yeah, they were
somebody
like-
would just go, Matt, do that. No, don't give. I remember at one point they were like,
Don't give
give
a
Matt.
drill.
Yeah, don't give Matt any automatic tools. Yeah, he can use a hammer.
Because
He
like,
can use
half
a-
the people are like
Don
general
was Don
contractors.
Don wasn't
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah,
Oh,
Don
okay,
was.
okay,
Yeah.
They're
My-
general contractors.
Yeah,
and
Perfect.
stuff,
Yeah.
So-
So I know this from. I remember Don doing this when Donnie was like 8 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because I met Don. I met Don like 21 years ago. I remember him telling me stories about. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta.
Right. So then when you do that, then you go out drinking after you were done. You do it for like 2 hours, and you go out drinking afterwards. And
Yep.
and that's the reason. Honestly, that's the reason I know Mick, I know John,
But they
I know
would have
Jimmy,
parties.
all these people.
And Andy,
But they would
right?
have
It was Andy,
parties.
yeah.
Yep.
They would have parties afterwards, like after the show. Everyone would go to a house, and like there was always like a ritual where you had to do something and get a shot before you enter the party. Like people would build planes in the front yard, or one time they did like
I wouldn't be allowed in that party.
I know.
they
This
did
is-
an alien thing
it
where
was
you
really cool.
slid down into their basement through the ass of an alien, and you were birthed from an alien. Like
so crazy.
like
So
insane.
crazy.
Like
All right,
the,
so this might be like kind of anticlimactic, but how did you meet Mark?
So Mark is Andy's thing.
Alpine Valley.
Alpine Valley.
Yeah.
So we've been doing that for what, 15 years? I've been doing
No,
it for about
longer than that.
Well, I've been doing it for about 15 years. Teddy has been my roommate for about the last 8 years.
No, yeah, mine. I've been 15 years too because my oldest was I think 2 or 3, so it would have been 15, 16 years. Yeah.
So
But
what does that
Don-
mean?
Don-
You went to skiing?
we have a big a golf outing at Alpine Valley. They have,
Oh,
they have
okay.
golf in the
Father's
summer.
Day-
In June.
Father's Day
week.
weekend.
Okay.
So Don.
so
my
you're
buddy-
not with your children.
Right. So Don was
Right.
like, "Hey, we do this."
Got it.
But we're all, no, we're all back on.
He abandoned his children for
No,
that
we all
weekend,
get
yeah.
back on Sunday morning.
Yeah,
Like,
Oh, okay.
we were always back because we were. I mean, we were literally home before 10 a.m. on Father's Day.
That's only like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
drive.
Now,
Yeah.
now it's like a little bit later because all the kids are older now. But when the kids were
Because
younger,
they're
I was
sleeping
home.
until like 11 or 12.
Right, or they're not even home, or they're not even home on Father's
Right.
Day.
And
Or
here's
they're part of it.
And here's the weirdest thing. To this day, this is one of the weirdest things in my life. Me and my brother-in-law, we did this Alpine Valley trip for like 10 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then I moved to Park Ridge, and my neighbor, a block and a half away, is like, I have a Alpine Valley trip. And I like transitioned from that trip to this trip. And I was just like, that's so
That's
weird,
hilarious.
right?
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
that weird?
But
Yeah.
it's a different trip.
A different trip.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
Different guys, different.
Same place.
But it's still
Yeah.
Elkhorn. It's still Elkhorn,
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
Alpine Valley.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's strange.
and it's just listen, and I would tell you this: if you guys, everybody listening, if you can start some sort of thing that you do and make it a regular thing and get people in, it becomes this fantastical,
And-
wonderful thing where you met like Marcus talked about this guy Don. I'm going to tell you a funny story, and then this shit's done, and it's going to last forever. So this guy Don is very boisterous, okay, kind of like me, right? And the first year I met,
Some people say obnoxious.
yeah, well,
He's twice as boisterous.
he might be twice as
Really?
boisterous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Wow.
100% twice as
and,
boisterous.
and here's the funny thing. I'm going to tell this story, but I'm going to tell you now that Don and I, okay, so I'm going to tell the story about what happened the first year, but I'll tell you right now, Don and I are very good friends, and he is someone who is extremely genuine, very, very nice, and just this person I look forward to seeing every year. The first year I'm there,
And I'm going to check Matt on this because I was an integral part
You're gonna
of
fa-
this
you're gonna
story.
You're gonna fact check them.
I was an integral part of this story.
Well, I was
So
sitting
I will
across from.
fact
I was
check you.
sitting across from it, and then
Yeah.
So I am at this outing that people have been on for about 5-6 years already, and I am very drunk. And I don't know if you know this, but when I get very drunk, I might become boisterous and outrageous.
and funny.
Or the Hulk.
Yeah, and
or,
funny.
or the Hulk.
No, very, very.
You
funny.
either love him or hate him.
Very funny.
That's funny because that's what Stan, my buddy, one of my very, very, very good friends in Arizona. His description of me is, he goes, listen, he goes, if you meet Matt, he goes, you have two choices: you love him and you think he's awesome, or you fucking hate him.
Yeah, there's no middle ground.
There is no middle ground.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm doing my thing and I'm having fun and I'm drunk and I think I'm tearing it up and I end up standing up on a table in the middle of this bar. Okay. And I am now just riffing.
You're
and
putting on a show,
I'm
yeah.
putting on a show, and everybody's laughing their ass off. And Don,
And you're fully straddling.
what?
You're on top of a table. Your legs are straddling some guy, and you're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Some guy that's not.
I'm
I'm
from
gl-
Park
I was
Ridge.
making-
I'm glad I was there. I wasn't there for that, so I'm glad I
No,
didn't see
I was making fun of some guy.
That was not with
yeah.
our group, but you didn't know that because it was
I'm
your
from
first
the
year
country
there.
club.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a guy sitting at the table. I'm standing on the table in front of him, basically with my dick in his face, right? And I'm shitbagging this guy because I think he's with us, and he is not with us. He is not part of our group of 60 guys. He is a completely different dude.
That's
and
hilarious.
I start shitbagging this guy, and then Don literally goes, "Who's the loud guy?" And then starts running full speed at me.
Wait, before you do that, so I'm there at the bar with
Yeah,
Don.
me too. Both you and I got
Yeah.
up. So you had the table going, roaring. And then John and I both went up to the bar, and Don was sitting next to Andy, and John and I went up to get drinks, and you were loud, and when we got up there, he asked, he's like,
Yes,
"Hey,
I was.
who's the loud guy?"
And I'm like,
And Andy goes, "Are you
I'm
fucking
like-
kidding
I'm
me?
like- I'm
You're the
like-
loud
I'm
guy."
like, are you fucking kidding
Yeah,
me?
and we're like, "You're the
fucking
loud guy."
loudmouth.
And he's
You
like,
mean
"No,
loud-
not me. That guy. Who's the loud guy?" And at that moment, you stood on the table,
And then
and then Don was like,
he's like, I'm gonna
I gotta
tackle
take
this
this guy out.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill him.
So you ready for this? Full speed, and now I don't know this part. Full speed.
He's
he
a
comes
football
running at
coach.
me.
Yeah.
He's a big guy, man. He's much bigger than I am. He's at full speed. He tackles me off the table,
yeah.
and we go flying. He goes over the table. I go off the table, and we end up rolling on the ground.
and then
okay?
there's this moment where like everyone in the room is frozen.
Like,
Oh, I
is
guess
everybody
someone's
okay?
gonna die?
Holy shit!
Right.
Don was like, and everyone's like realizes, oh, Don really doesn't know Matt. Doesn't think Matt was fucking around. Don is playing like the guy. Like I'm gonna,
Kill him.
He was
I'm gonna
saving
kill
I'm
him.
gonna
everyone's
save
life.
this guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy is being loud, and he's
Yeah.
Wait, so a grown man saving another grown man from,
Dude,
from
he
getting
wanted
his
to.
feelings hurt? Is
he
that what's
wanted
going
to-
on?
He wanted to fuck me up.
He wanted to kill you.
Yeah,
that's
he
so
wanted to fuck
cute.
me up.
That's so cute.
And so long. We finish this up. We the next day we talk it out and whatever. And I will tell you this: from that day on,
Blew each other.
yeah,
You hugged it out.
Every day.
You hugged
Every
it. You hugged it out, and
day.
you happy ending it out.
yeah. But from that day on, it just became this thing. And one of my favorite parts of going to Andy's thing is seeing Don and just honestly just reliving that and
If
just
he's awake,
I mean, yeah. I mean, I love every second of the fact that that's how we met. We met. Our first contact was him full speed tackling me off a table, stone cold drunk. And you know what the funniest part is? We both lived.
yeah.
I mean, there is no way.
Unlike
either
the guy
one
in the
of us-
hot tub that Don put under the water.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
another story for another
I
time.
knew you were going there. I knew you were going there.
It's better to meet Don that way than the hot tub.
That's
way.
Yeah.
attempted
That's-
murder, so we won't
yeah,
go
no,
there.
no.
But what I mean, you think about it. I mean, here's a guy that wanted to fuck me up, and we're actually good friends. I mean, like I said, I know he's the same, feels the same way, but it's the weirdest thing that we're buddies. Okay, all right. So we got to put this thing to bed. This is exactly how I hope this would be.
This has been the longest
This is-
one you've ever done.
Yeah, but this is going to last 2 shows. I mean, we're not going to have another show until after the first of the year. So, wow. Ted is put on his Crown Royal.
But he needs some help fixing
The
it.
crown's coming down.
He put
is-
it on over a sweater.
I'm wearing this shit every day, by the way.
That is the
Yeah.
coolest thing I have
That-
ever seen. Yeah, Ted
You're
only
damn
has
right it
Ted
is.
only has like 6 things he puts on his
And
body.
it goes with sweatpants too.
So we should just. The only thing we want for Christmas
Hey,
is
ladies,
something
if
that
you
Mark
want to
gives
see a
us.
penis in a gray sweatpant, there it is.
So Teddy, we'll take some
Pretty
pictures
cool.
and post that. Oh, you want to hear something funny? So after Sarah left last week, I took a couple of pictures of the sex toys.
Yeah.
Right, and I told Jackson, I said, put these everywhere. And I'm like, dude, I was looking at all our stuff.
Yeah, I
don't
didn't
see
see him
'em.
either.
Yeah. He goes, if I put them up there, I'll be taken down.
Taken down.
Yeah, people will complain and you'll be taken down. So we couldn't put that up there. So I guess email me and I'll send you pictures of all the sex toys that Sarah sent out. But yeah, he said that we would be canceled.
On okay.
Yeah, and all the social media.
Wait, who said that?
Jackson said if we post the pictures, you know what?
Well,
it'll
the
have
stuff
to-
that's on my feed on
that's
Instagram.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
That's
somebody will
unfortunate.
complain. That's what he said.
Somebody.
But
we don't know who.
Yeah, he goes, if you want me to try, I'll do it. He goes, but you don't want to be canceled. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what the Christmas miracle is? This is the quietest I've ever heard Ted in the last 10 minutes.
Because he put the sweater on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how long it took him? It took him 15 minutes to put that thing on.
Silent.
He's like a warm puppy dog.
He took the sweater back and he just was being with it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I'm sleeping in this
It
tonight.
smells
by
like
the way.
Crown Royal too. So you
I'm,
drive home.
I'm sleeping in this tonight, by the way.
Yeah.
Mark, I won't send you a selfie of me sleeping in this, but
Okay.
just trust me.
Wow. With that, Ted, honestly,
picture
if
that.
you could just send us a top-only picture of you. Yeah.
You know what's gonna be funny when I get my first hole-in-one wearing this thing?
Oh,
I'm
that,
gonna
that
laugh.
would be epic.
I'm gonna do one of these.
Yeah, Ted, there ain't gonna be no pictures because you'll be a dead man.
Okay, it's okay.
All right.
Nobody knows what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're going to do one of these.
He keeps doing.
She
keeps
knows.
doing
She knows.
shit. All right.
Jackie knows what I'm
Hey,
doing.
can I just say,
Jackie knows what I'm doing.
No, she doesn't.
God bless us, everyone. Little Tim.
Right.
It's a Christmas miracle.
You're really good at that, by the way.
Thank you.
And
Your
right.
one impression. That's good.
No, Ted, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
No more
Yeah.
impression.
And Ted's heart grew 3 sizes right after the show, and then he died.
I noticed you're not wearing your Bush Light shirt.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah,
bu-
because it's just Bush, by the way. But yeah, because I can't take all this shit off and put it on without letting you talk randomly.
Well, you can't multitask.
No.
So if
These
you
sweaters.
if you shut up for 10 seconds, you could actually put it on, and then you could put your headphones back on. Because that's what I did.
Uh-oh.
I stopped talking.
So-
I think
and
you
then
stopped talking for like 10 minutes.
Hold on a
so.
Oh,
second.
10
Yeah.
minutes.
It took you
so-
10 minutes to put that
Yeah.
sweater
Matt's
on.
standing on the table
So
now.
are we going to do this thing where like Elizabeth didn't kick your ass, but I'm gonna?
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, sweater fight.
Nice.
Ugly sweater fight.
It's like sweater puppies.
Hey, I-
You're right,
hey,
Jet. You're
right-
a
right
Jet all the way.
right
to
now,
your last
right now,
cigarette.
right now,
to
I got
your
right now,
last
I got
ugly
Christmas
sweater.
I got Christmas pride right now.
You have no pride.
You got red tail pride.
They'll wrestle on the ground and
You
they'll
got
both
red
get
tail
up
pride.
wearing each other's sweaters.
It's a super
Somehow they
gay.
swap
It's a
sweaters.
super gay show fight.
It's like a pillow fight inside a prison.
That'd be awesome. They started fighting and they were completely dressed, and then
And they were
weren't.
singing.
And then they
I don't
weren't.
understand.
Yeah. All right, no. So we got to put this thing to bed, and I can't. No, I'll wait my thing. So let's see. What do? We don't make the guests go first. So Johnny and Jackie, technically you are guests right now. So Mark, I'm going to make you go first.
right?
Oh.
Last thought.
Oh man.
Bullshit, Ted. No, I'm just kidding.
If you say be kind, rewind.
I will fucking.
Don't say that.
I don't have to say it because you already said it. So
Damn it!
No, I'm.
Most annoying thing.
So no, I'm.
That is his most
I
annoying
love
thing.
it. I love it. No, I'm just. I'm grateful to be a part of this right now. Hopefully, I can make it the these sweaters by me sometime.
To the 100th show.
Yeah, to the 100th show or the 51st show.
You'll make it all the way to 17th.
All right, 17th. Okay. No, I'm just. I don't have a last thought other than I'm just grateful to be here and it's a lot of fun. And I'm glad to see Jackie and John on the show too.
Yeah, me too. All right, Teddy.
Yeah, same thing. I'm
five.
grateful. I'm grateful to see Jackie and John and Mark. Thank you so much for this Crown Royal
You're welcome.
sweater because this thing's. I might never take this off. This thing's like super comfy and wow.
You're gonna put it in the rotation of 5 things that you wear.
2 things that I wear.
So
Sweatpants with.
no. So here's funny. So Teddy and I were drinking yesterday, and yeah, I have a serious alcohol problem, and I see Teddy with his green Scottsdale Junior College shirt on, and I'm like, Teddy, you found your
Scottsdale Community College.
Yeah.
Isn't that
thought
what
I
he's
lost
wearing
it.
today?
He thought he
I
had,
did. It's under.
He thought he had lost it, right? And he's like, he goes, oh man, he goes, I can't find this. And I go, well, look in your car. I go, I'll look in my house. Maybe you brought it to a show and whatever. And then he's got it. He goes, I go, Teddy, you got it. He goes, yes. He goes, yeah, I found it. I was like, well, this was a big thing. He goes, no, I got it. Yeah. So
Turns out I was wearing it the whole time.
I could see me too drunk to understand it. Yeah. So Teddy, are you done?
Oh, this thing's great. Thank you. I'm good. Yeah. Thank you.
He said he's grateful.
I'm
All right.
extremely grateful. Thank
All
you.
right, Jackie.
I'm happy to be here for the 50th show.
50th show. It is so beyond my ability to comprehend.
I remember the first time you asked me to be on, I said, like, you're asking the wrong person.
You should have said no. You should have said no.
I did. I said, you are asking the wrong person. I am not you. Like, he was the broadcast communications person. Like, I was like, you do not want me, but it's been fun. So
Yeah. No, I was literally the guy who stood on a table. Yeah, that's where.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah, that's the reality of it. Yeah, Mexico.
Living the dream now.
Living the dream. And I
Don't
get to,
wake me up.
I get to sit down. That's what the greatest part of this is. I don't have to stand on the table to do this. I can just sit down. All right, Johnny.
I'm gonna do the same thing you guys have said, which is just to be a part of this. And it's like I love same thing with Jackie. Like you're sort of introverted or whatever. You're like I don't belong here. And then you come here, and then you become a part of something,
Right.
and it's like, I think it's just amazing,
And the booze helps.
The booze helps.
I would never have guessed that you were an introvert.
Yeah, no. If you know me when I don't drink, I'm like introverted, but when I drink, they're like, "Oh, this guy's fun." It's like, yeah. So that's the thing.
No, we don't say that. We don't say that. No,
This guy's
we say
not
you're the smartest guy in the room. That's what we say.
No, you know what's funny is that I never would think that John is introverted because we're always when we're doing stuff. John is just John, and we would go golfing. It was me, John, Brian, and Mick.
Because I'm comfortable with you. That's why. Yeah.
Right, and it was just so funny. And when we were looking for somebody to be on the show all the time, John was such an obvious choice. Because I'm like, dude, you're super funny. You're insightful. You pay attention to shit that goes on. Yeah, yeah. I mean, and it just was such an obvious choice that it didn't even. I mean, it wasn't even a thing, and he fit in so well, and it just made total sense, right?
Well, and I remember the first time that Mark came on. I was on that show.
Oh, you were here, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I looked at Matt and I was like, I think he could be your third idiot.
Bingo. That's a bingo.
Yeah.
Get this guy out of
And,
here.
and
What's that
so
song?
I texted him the next day and I was like, I think Mark is your third
What's
idiot.
the song about reflect? Well, the first
Mark's an
time
idiot.
ever I saw your face.
No, but really, it's hard to fill John's shoes.
It's
true.
true.
Because he's super smart and funny and
Well,
and
and-
we had a few people on and they were like,
So I'm going to stop saying the Be Kind Rewind thing then. Because it's annoying me too.
now you've annoyed yourself.
And you're learning. and
Modify
living.
it to get over it and learn.
Yeah.
It's a teachable moment.
But after that
Get over
first
it.
day, I was like, I think he could be John was busy in Alaska chasing fires and stuff. So,
Fire watching, yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Is that still there? Alaska?
I mean, he's taking a break, clearly, because he's here. But
Well, it's winter. You can't start a fire when it's like 40 below zero. Nothing burns. We know that. We absolutely know that. All right. So I guess it's my turn, right?
Right.
So I'm doing this. I cannot believe, again, I know I'm saying this again and again. I cannot believe we're 50 shows in.
Yeah, that's amazing, Matt.
Yeah, it just seems impossible. Like this thing that came from me and Ted.
That's a year. What, 52 weeks is a year, so it's been basically a year.
Yeah.
Of doing
that's
this.
why it's the year in review. Yeah.
That makes sense, Jackie. That's why you're the smartest person here, Jackie. I knew it.
Listen.
Well, John's the smartest person here, but
Yeah, but as
But
soon
you
as
two must be tied for first. It's like 1A, 1B. It's like 1A, 1B.
no, but Ted
Yeah.
Ted put that sweater on, that Crown Royal sweater, and always says he's a
His
fucking
IQ dropped by
genius.
10 points.
right.
So we got to get rid of them because they're smarter than us.
I can't believe it's 2 weeks in a row and there's a masturbation sleeve on your floor behind you. 2 weeks in a row.
I see it. It's right there. I see it. I know you're going to pick it up.
Yeah, Ted, I'm going to do more than pick it up.
I bet
I'm going to
you
do
are.
way
I
more than
bet
pick
you
it up.
are.
But listen, for all the people, every single person who has ever been on this show, or even I asked to be on this show, I can't say how much I appreciate it. I mean, it's just whatever I say isn't real because there's the feeling. And again, I talked about the first live show and things. I asked people to do this. I don't know how many times Jackson filled in. Right? When we needed somebody to just sit
Literally
in here.
last minute.
Yeah. To just sit in here and be another voice, right? Because, I'm a voice. Ted's voice is completely the opposite of me. But, yeah. But you think about.
Just saying. It's opposite.
I think
right?
it was a White Lotus season 2 intro.
I think he sat on his nuts.
Yeah, no kidding.
White Tiger, Paper Dragon, whatever that movie is.
Wait, isn't that the guy who killed all the? Is the guy the tigers? Him and Louise? I don't know what it is, but listen, it's so many things that have gone on to be one full year, and I'll tell you what, I know, I'm excited to see what will happen in the next year. I'm excited to see what 2023 will bring because this is fucking awesome. And you know what? And Joe Rogan's probably going to kick our ass, and every single hardcore crime, blah, 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 is going to do it too. But you will never, ever, ever understand how life really works unless you turn into the real Three Idiots.
Right.
Right?
All right.
I just feel like it's just what it is, and it is what it is. So.
I think it's going to turn the corner because I just told somebody for the first time to listen to the show.
Ooh,
The
nice.
first time?
Yeah.
Here, I can't tell if
First time.
ever
you're Roberta
I
Flack.
saw your face.
I'm gonna YouTube that later tonight, by the way, just because I haven't heard that song in a while, just for some.
All right. Well,
inspiration.
cheers to the Three Idiots.
Oh yeah,
Cheers.
here.
Yeah.
Raise
Raise a glass.
a glass to the
Cheers.
Three Idiots,
Yep.
and we will see everybody after the first of the year.
Happy New Year.